Hear you. Oh, okay, good. That makes sense.
Hey there! Do you have courses, ebooks, or any digital products you would like to sell to a global audience? Do you know the platform you use is very important to how much sales you make for your digital products? Selar makes selling digital products easy, and we have all the tools you need. Trusted by over 10,000 creators in Africa. On Selar, you can sell ebooks, courses, memberships and subscriptions, services, events and webinar tickets, and really any kind of digital product you can think of. In less than 5 minutes, you can create an online store on Selar and sell your digital products to anyone, anywhere in the world. Go to selar.co, sign up for free, and get started.
Hi guys, my name is Emiloju and I am a digital creator. One of the things I love about Selar is the ease and simplicity it provides for me to be able to transact with clients and students from all over the world. Selar has so many amazing features that I really love, so it would be hard to pick a favorite feature. But if I'm to really pick my favorite feature on Selar, as the queen of automation and someone who likes to lay a bunch of products together because I don't want to leave any money on the table, I would say my favorite feature on Selar right now is upsells and cross-sells. I love this feature so much because the how you sell related products or even sell the premium offer after someone buys. I love Selar so much, so you should definitely try it.
Hey there, are you a digital product creator and you need a platform that will change the way you sell digital products? I introduce to you Selar Pro Plans. It's time for you to do more with Selar. With Selar Pro Plans, you can sell and host your online courses and have unlimited file storage. And guess what? You can upsell and cross-sell products and get to make more money selling digital products. This is so good! What's more, you can build membership sites with Selar Pro Plans, get unlimited sales pages, sell to anyone, anywhere in the world, and do you know what? You can even have unlimited affiliates to sell your digital products. For just 8,000 Naira per month, you can get started with Selar Pro Plans, and guess what? If you sign up today, you get a 10% discount on your first month using the coupon code SUMMIT10. Yes, just use the coupon code SUMMIT10 to get started and get a 10% discount on your first month. Just go to www.selar.co/pricing to get started now.
Hey there! Do you have courses, ebooks, or any digital products you would like to sell to a global audience? Do you know the platform you use is very important to how much sales you make for your digital products? Selar makes selling digital products easy, and we have all the tools you need. Trusted by over 10,000 creators in Africa. On Selar, you can sell ebooks, courses, memberships and subscriptions, services, events and webinar tickets, and really any kind of digital product you can think of. In less than 5 minutes, you can create an online store on Selar and sell your digital products to anyone, anywhere in the world. Go to selar.co, sign up for free, and get started.
Hi guys, my name is Emiloju and I am a digital creator.
Okay, hello, beautiful people. It is a pleasure to come to you live again for another session of the Digital Creator Summit brought to you by Selar. Of course, I'm excited to be here. We have such an amazing guest in the house today. This session is going to be very interesting. And the reason I say that is because we are going to be talking 7 figures, how to build 7-figure memberships. And I don't know about you, but I like the sound of 7 figures. Actually, just saying. Okay, so I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for all of you who are joining. If you know someone who needs to be here right now, please be sure to send them the link. All right, we're about to get started really soon. Our guest is joining us real quick. Just to give an intro, just again, my name is Uke Emiloju. As you can see on the screen, I am digital marketing lead here at Selar, and we are live again for another session of the Selar Summit. Today is actually the final day, guys. I hope that you've learned, so much so far, and you can't wait to implement, right? So we have, a lineup of speakers to close out the summit, all right? And this is the evening session, and one of them is going to be joining us soon to share with us on how we can build, the whole art that there is to building a seven-figure online membership or course, whichever one works for you. Thank you so much again to all of you who are joining. Please let's get more people in the room because we can't afford to keep this information to ourselves. So we want to give more people a chance to listen in. It is exciting to be here. I mean, the past few days, I say days like it has been, a lot of days. It's just been 2 days, so far, but it has been really, really exciting. So that makes me say the past few days. So I would like to see what I'd like to have some of us share what we've been learning in the comment section. How has the summit been so far? What have you learned? What are you going to implement? What's the new thing that really made you excited to enroll for this summit? What would you be taking home? What's your major takeaway so far? Even though, of course, we're still bringing you 3 fire sessions to close out the summit. Okay, so while we wait for our guests, please just share with us what you've been learning so far and what you're going to be doing in the coming days. Because if you ask me, I would say that so far there's just been a whole lot of information, and which is why the replay again is very important, right? So the beauty about having the replay, which of course, if you are signed up on Selar, you are going to be getting that replay once it is out. So if you have not signed up on Selar as a creator, I mean, the whole journey, the past 2 days has been giving you the tools, the tactics, the strategies that will make you a better creator. And when we say a better creator, we're simply referring to the fact that, if you were in a position of just being average, now you have all that you need to scale up. So scaling up can be in having better products, can be in increasing your sales, and just a whole lot more, being an all-round excellent creator. And I believe that so far, all of the speakers have been delivering the goods. If you were in the panel session earlier today, you would have learned a ton about building communities, because one thing about the creator business model, the creator economy, is that it has a lot to do with tribes, communities, people, right? Groups. And it is really important to understand how to grow those communities and how to engage with them, how to even create them at the very least, right? Because not many people really even know how to perfectly create. Well, there's no perfect way, but at least how to create one and grow it. I can't wait to introduce our guest today. He is in the studio, and I am really personally excited to learn. Like I said, I don't know about you, but I'm very excited when I hear seven figures. That is something that always gets me excited. So we're about bringing him up. So I hope that hey, we have a guest in the house. Hello, everyone. We bring to you Emiloju Ibironke. He is an amazing, amazing creator. I mean, he's so many things to do. When I look at his bio, I saw that he was an accountant and economist. He's also a chef to some people. I mean, he's just all around amazing. And he's here today to break down the art of creating seven-figure online memberships and courses. Hi, Mr. Ibironke. How are you doing today? Are you ready to go?
Hello, good evening. I'm good. I'm well. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. I can see the numbers are up already. People are inviting all of their friends from all over. So please let's get more people in the room as we welcome to the stage Ibironke to take it away. Okay, he says he's ready. I am ready. My notepad is here. My pen is here. Everything is ready to go. Let's learn how to build this seven-figure memberships and communities. The stage is now yours.
Okay. Thank you for having me. Good evening, beautiful people. Like you said, my name is Emiloju Ibironke. I'm a chef. I believe I exist to shape rare and profound moments where happiness can meet. For it is my nature to express joy by giving it away in good food. You know. And this evening, I'll be speaking on the art of selling seven-figure courses and digital products. Um, First of all, I'll share a bit of my story. Uh, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun. Okay, so um, back in 2018, I started. I got my company registered as far back as 2013. And there was this build up, and there were lots of events before 2018. But from 2018, I started bidding for catering contracts, trying to meet requirements, for vendor registration, in several companies, taking cake orders. At some point, I added chin chin to the mix, supplying chin chin to, companies, banks, businesses, and all of that. And all of this got me training the whole of Port Harcourt, going from office to office, doing the manual thing, trying to sell. You I was so persistent, and one of the banks I walked into and was marketing my chin chin. The head of customer service said, calls the branch manager and said, "Won't you guys employ this guy? You need this guy on your team." You know, so that's a bit of my story. You know, there was no alternative for me. There was no plan B. It's either this food business, this catering business, or the catering business. So um, I got at it. Scouting for catering jobs, catering contracts here and there, and catering jobs were far and between. And the cake orders were not in large volumes. So I knew I had to do things differently. I knew that to make progress, to move from point A to B, you know, I had to stop doing I had to stop doing things the way I used to do them before. I had to leave the streets, trying to do the manual, one-on-one marketing and selling. You know. So I was broke. Well, I don't know. There's no shame in it, but I'll say it anyway. I was broke. I was broke in my head, but I was wealthy in my mind. You know. Sorry, I was broke financially, but I was wealthy in my mind. I had lots of ideas. There were tons of ideas, written in my journals. I've kept journals since 2010, and I had ideas popping up, and there was just this disconnect between my skill, my ideas, and the finance. So it got me to a point where I had to sit down and ask myself, who am I? What am I doing? What am I trying to achieve? You know, and at times when I didn't have another to deliver, maybe I wasn't following a lead, I wasn't running after one documentation for, as a requirement for vendor registration. I was at the Port Harcourt Library. Then I was back I was in Port Harcourt. You know, I was in the library 6 days, 6 days out of seven. Reading books from different authors on entrepreneurship, marketing, strategy, branding, etc. And the question changed from why don't I have money to how do I grow and manage the business of my skill? Because I'm good at what I do. I had that conversation with myself. Amy, Chef Amy, you're good at this thing. You're very good at it. But why is it that that expertise is not translating into money essentially in your pocket? You know, and all of those books, all of those materials I was consuming, You know, it changed the question I was asking. You know, you see, when you expose yourself to superior knowledge and you apply yourself to wisdom, the questions that keep you awake begin to change. So I started asking myself questions. You know, there were a lot. Instead of writing in my journals, I started asking myself questions. You know, fundamental questions. You know, then I discovered that most of the people I was reading about made more money from teaching what they know in books, in seminars, in courses, you know, in mentorship programs, you know, and all of that, than actually doing what they talk about. Then it dawned on me that okay, what they talk about is now what they do from a position of experience. You know, so in teaching what I know, I organized a physical cake baking class in Port Harcourt. Uh, I created flyers, recorded promo videos, ran ads. Guess what? Only one person, only one person signed up. Um, it was like to me, to me, it was a failure. You know, by any standard, you know, it was a colossal failure. But I didn't cancel. The training held. It became an exclusive cake baking training, and I delivered excellently. By the way, I was generous at enriching Facebook. I was doing total rubbish till I invested my time in courses and materials to learn Facebook ads. So I got lots of inquiries from Lagos, and there I was in Port Harcourt. One thing led to another. I decided to go to Lagos, collaborate with a few people, you know, organize the cake baking training. So COVID happened, and then world systems and economic systems ground to a halt globally. But there was an opportunity in it, and the opportunity is and was mass digital adoption around the world. Massive digital adoption around the world. I had to reinvent my personal brand. I had to reinvent my business. I had to reinvent myself. You know, I had to come up with new plans, in consonance with prevalent realities. I launched out my online culinary courses. Uh, at the time, it was like I was doing something crazy. How would you launch? How would you say you're selling an online culinary course? How do you explain to people, who is going to pay you for that? You know, and the course was basically to help you upgrade your culinary skill in 30 days, regardless of your schedule, your class, whatever it is, the challenge, whatever pain or problems, the course was created to handle that. But the voices in my head were very strong. How are you going to get paid? You want to fail at something again, and it was a leap of faith for me. It was a leap in faith, and it was a leap of faith. You know, um, how do I teach people how to cook online? Who have I seen doing this thing before? Who will pay me? You know, um, how do I say I'm teaching people how to cook online? You know, but you see, that question is dead to me. It's dead and buried by results of thousands of people who have taken my online culinary courses and have seen results. So it's unbelievable to many of them. And one thing I learned or one thing I realized is the world is waiting for you to deliver, and they want the very best you can offer. It doesn't matter what it is. There are customers waiting for you to release that product. There are people waiting for you to create that course, and they are ready to pay you. They are waiting for you to give out your best, and they are ready to pay you for it. You know. Everybody has a dream. Everybody has a plan. You know, everybody has a goal. But what is the plan itself? You what is your plan to create? Like Mr. Jimmy Tewe said earlier today, in the beginning, God created, and if we were made like Him, you know, it's just natural, it's just normal that we create. And this time around, we get to occupy everywhere, physically, digitally everywhere, occupy all markets. So everybody's meant to create something. We were created to be creators, and before leaving the earth, you must create something in a digital space because it will live way beyond your existence. It will outlive you. Okay, so back to the plan. The plan has to be clear, it has to be concise, it has to be brief but comprehensive at the same time. It has to be compelling. Whatever it is you've created or you're creating, it has to be compelling. And you have to be consistent. Um, Even at the time when I got just one subscriber, I didn't stop. There's the fear. How will I be perceived? A lot of times we attribute so much importance to the perception of people about what we do, and it stops us from actually executing. It stops us from moving forward with our plans. You know, then you have to be committed. Um, you can't start this thing today. And next 2 weeks, you hear there is something else, you maybe mini importation, you go into it. People want to know who you really are. They want to know that if they come back in the next 6 months, you're still saying the same things you were saying when they left off. So you have to be consistent, and there's a place for commitment. You have to be committed. Another thing is there has to be no plan B. If you some people say okay, you need plan A, you need plan B, you need to keep your options open, but if you're committed to an action, you have to stay through, you have to stay with it, you have to stick to it, because if you're changing, if you're jumping ship, you're not gathering, you're not ga- I'll tell you something. People are watching. You know you might run all the ads in the world. you know Not everybody's going to buy right after they see that ad, but they're watching you. I've had people tell me they saw my ad like 2 years ago when I started running the online course, and they want to pay now. So it's that way. You need to be consistent and you need to stick to it. Um, Sometimes we're afraid. We're afraid of the unknown. Like me, I was afraid. Like, okay, what? This is something I'm not seeing anybody doing. But I stayed on it and I executed. You know, this year we have to conquer our fears. Fear is cancer. So stay positive. And one of the first things to do to start earning 6 figures, 7 figures is to start. If you don't start, there is no way. There is no way you're going to get to that point. So start. You know, there might be obstacles, but um, do not focus your gaze on the obstacles. I'll give an illustration. It's like trying to ride a bicycle. You know, if your focus is on the tree down the road, guess what's going to happen? You're going to hit. You're going to go straight. You're going to hit that. You're going to hit the tree. There's no doubt about it. You're heading for the tree. You know. So focus on the right things. Take your mind off fear. Will it work? Will it not work? What if it works? You know. So um, focus on the right things. Have a plan. Be consistent. Be committed to the plan. You know, um, Anybody who avoids failure also avoids success. It's along the line you're bound to fail at some things. It's natural. It's normal to fail. There's no shame in failing. You try here today, you try there tomorrow. It doesn't work out. Next tomorrow it will work out. So there's no fear. You know, don't be afraid of failing. The creativity grows, where there's no fear of failure. Because okay, if this didn't work, it means I've learned how not to do it. I have to work on XYZ, and it has to be better. you know a lot of people say it takes money. It takes money to make money. We hear that a lot. It takes money to make money, but the truth is They say those things to justify, the fact that they're not willing to start something, they're not willing to, get up and go, or they're scared of doing business, or they're scared of taking that leap. But it takes creativity, it takes the right people, it takes effort, it takes collaboration. Mr. Jimmy Tewe said almost same thing earlier today. It takes collaboration. Sometimes the things you're struggling with, other people are already doing these things seamlessly. So working together with them makes the journey faster and more enjoyable. So collaboration, and it takes zeal. If you start, you must finish. If you start and don't finish, there's no way you can tell the results you're going to get. The only guarantee, or the only result that is guaranteed, is failure if you don't finish. But if you start, there's a possibility that somewhere along the line, you're going to exceed at it. You're going to learn. You will fail at some things, but you will learn. And you succeed eventually. It takes tenacity, and the truth is, it takes some time. Sometimes you're putting things together, you're creating a course. It takes time to learn some things you need to implement. It takes time to uh, bring people together, form a team. It takes time to collaborate with people because you need to be careful. Okay, I have this strength, I need to collaborate with this person, so we're getting to this destination, and there's no easier time. There's no easier time to be a millionaire and make 6 or 7 figures than right now. There's no easier time than right now. The digital economy is the great equalizer. You can make a millionaire from your dining table. You can make it in any currency. You can make a million, from your bedroom. You know, you, you make more profit than companies that have been in existence for 10 years, 15 years. Just from your small table, anywhere, your office space. You can outperform age-old companies right from your computer with your online business and selling digital products. You know, you can do a whole lot. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot to do. And another thing is execute shamelessly. A bit of my story now. Uh, at the point where I started putting myself out as a chef, you know, um, letting people know the skill set I have, putting myself out there for catering jobs, contracts, events, birthday cakes, parties, and all of those things. You know, people would always come and say, "Are you sure you're not supposed to get a job? You're a guy, you know. This food thing that you're doing, how do you intend to feed yourself?" It was funny, you know, but I saw through all those obstacles. I executed shamelessly. I went to places, I talked to people, I did things that I'd never seen done before. They asked me, like, "You guy, like, get a job." I've heard that countless times. "You're a guy, get a job. Leave this food thing you're doing. Leave this catering and all of those things." But I can't run away from something I was made to do. This is me, and this is what I was made to do. This is what I enjoy doing. And one way or the other, it has to my skill set has to translate into first helping people, then bringing in finance, and all of that. One major mistake that many digital creators make, or many business people in general, especially digital creators, is thinking that everybody's broke. A lot of times we create things and we're like, since it's an online course, the price should not exceed $50, $100. Who's going to pay for this thing? We're trying to we're sizing, the value that we're bringing into the market based on perception, based on the things we're seeing around us. But the truth is, People are waiting for the solution you're about to creating. People are waiting. That solution is like relief to their pain, and they're going to beg you. They're going to beg you to collect their money just to solve their problems. So execute shamelessly and distribute your product globally. It's a beautiful thing we live in times we're living in right now. You can do business across time zones effortlessly. You can receive payments thanks to Selar effortlessly, even while you're asleep. So execute shamelessly and deliver globally. You might have to tweak, you might have to make changes a little to your products, but whatever can sell in Nigeria, for example, can sell in Ghana. Whatever can sell in Ghana can sell in London. Whatever can sell in London can sell anywhere. So all you have to do is tweak, you know, create something that transcends location, that transcends, geography, that transcends borders, and you get paid and it moves on from there. It just grows. Because whatever problems people have, take for instance in Cameroon, there are some people who have that same problem, in Ghana. There's some people who have that same problem in Nigeria, and they're looking for that solution, that you can provide. So don't limit your product, don't limit your skill, to just to a particular geographical region. Expand beyond, where you currently are. There are people looking for you, but they don't get to see you till you show them what they want, what solves their problems. And Seller helps, to break through all those barriers of trade, payments, the headaches and all of those things. So it makes it seamless. It makes it completely seamless. You can test different countries. You can move from one country to the other. You you fail if you're comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes you ask yourself, okay, I'm just starting out, or I have this product, I have that product. You know, who's going to buy from me in another country when I'm not even done selling in my own, territory? But the truth is, you have to put yourself out there. You know, no matter what you create, no matter what niche or what industry you're in, create, put it out there. People do not know what they want until you show them. People do not know what they want until you show them. So you have to create. Um, if you have a skill, if you have an idea, draft it out. Create something. If you have a wealth of experience, you can sell that. If you have a skill, record a video, explain something. Some people want, that thing you're about to explain. They can only get it if you explain it to them. Nobody else can explain that thing the way you can do it to their understanding. So do not limit yourself. Um, Sometimes I hear things like, okay, this person is already doing this person is already doing that. Just start, create. The people, you know, who are drawn to you will come to you. The people who understand, your language will patronize you. So do not limit yourself to, okay, somebody's already doing this thing, I don't have to do it. You you will reach people in your own way, and people are waiting for that solution that only you can provide. Um, you have to be unstoppable. A lot of things will try to stop you. Sometimes you say there's no money, there's this, there's that, the environment is not conducive, I don't have this, I don't have that, But if COVID can upgrade, you can also upgrade yourself. You can move. If you feel your environment does not inspire you, you move. You go to another location, you travel, doesn't matter where you travel. You'll be surprised at the ideas that will hit you when you live where you are. It might be a breath of fresh air. So move, travel, inspiration will come. And if you're around people that discourage you, when you leave that vicinity to another place where probably you're not known as much, there's a level of respect. You're building your brand afresh. Nobody's saying, is this not John of yesterday? Why is he saying he's a digital creator? What is he doing online? He's saying he's creating a product and all of that. Sharon of yesterday. You don't know that. So sometimes we need to um, uproot ourselves from some positions or from some environments, and just plant ourselves where we'll thrive. Then you have to give value. You have to give value. To earn six figures, six, 7 figures selling your digital product, you need to give value, first of all. When I started my online culinary course, Cooking Without Tears and 30 Days of Steamy Food Gasms, um, the first edition was completely free. I did all the work, I just put it out there. I was testing the waters. I had a voice on the shoulder telling me, "What are you doing? Who's going to buy this thing?" But I saw through all of those, and it was a form of testing the market. So I put it out there, and I was shocked at the number of people who took advantage of the opportunity. It was free, but uh, I delivered excellently. But one thing I got back was testimonials. I got tons and tons of testimonials, and guess what? I used them in the subsequent campaigns, and it has progressed from there. Um, from giving out a course free to the course being sold at $1,000 now. It's you have to give value. People buy from people that other people have bought from. People buy from people that they can see a track record of who and who have bought this thing. Where are they? Where are the testimonials? So you need to give value. And if you're just starting out, if you give value free, it's an opportunity to get tons of testimonials, and it doesn't matter. Just give it out free. Start something free. Give out value. People love to be associated with people who give out value. Subsequently, of course, there's a price to it. And you proceed from there. People go to people who solve their problems. People go to people who have solved the problems of other people. Nobody wants to be the scapegoat. Nobody wants to be the guinea pig. So uh, there's place for testimonials. Give value, and with permission, you can use testimonials, in your subsequent campaigns. You know, and you need to promote your brand on the right channels. Um, Depending on what your niche is, you need to find where your potential customers live online, where they reside online, and just go there, you know, show that you give value and actually give value, and they come paying for whatever knowledge you have to give, whatever product, whatever thing you've created. It's like a law, you know, givers never lack. Once you give value, you definitely get something back in return. Invest in paid media. You need to invest in running ads. And the thing is, uh, the people who give you the most money are not people who knew you 10 years ago. The people who give you the most money are most likely people that saw you for the first time 3 months ago. Probably they saw an ad, they saw your post somewhere, so run ads. You say you're not good at it, you don't know how to do it. There are courses you can buy the courses, learn and execute, after buying. It's one thing to try to figure things out by yourself, you're trying, you're failing, you're trying to tweak here and there. It might not be your niche, it might not be your thing, so buy courses or get somebody, who has that skill, who has that expertise, or an agency. They can run the ads for you. They can take charge of your whole marketing. So it gives you more room to be creative. It gives you more room to create more products. More digital products. And it, the same energy it takes to stop, or it's the same energy it takes to stop and go back to where you started from. Is the same energy it takes to finish. So you have to finish whatever it is you start. If you create a product, after your launch or pre-launch, whatever sequence you're following, you have to make sure that there's a follow through. You know, you're advertising, you're talking about it. If you're using influencers, paid ads, and all of that. Another thing is, don't despise email marketing. A lot of times they say that there's money in the mail. Get leads. Trisha Viz, she killed that. She killed that in a session. Get leads, nurture them. They get to like you. They get to trust you. Thereafter, they can buy from you. If email marketing is not your thing, you can get people, to handle that part of your business for you as a creative. You can focus on the actual creation. So um, get all of those done. Then use a simplified platform. And the beauty of this is Seller is here now at the right time. You there's always been the challenge of, okay, I'm selling a digital product. How do I get people to pay me for it? Without you know the hassle of, okay, payments here and there. I'm in Ghana, I'm in Cameroon, I'm in South Africa, I'm in the UK. The currency, exchange rates, and all of those things. Seller helps simplify all of those. It's easy to set up whatever thing you're selling. You're selling a course, you're selling an ebook, you're selling uh, you're selling a video, maybe an explainer video, whatever it is. Payment is seamless. There's nothing sweeter than you know, sleeping, waking up and actually seeing alerts on your phone, or checking your seller wallet, and seeing that people have actually paid, and it's there, and you can cash out your money at any time, without stress, without additional stress. And so get on a platform like Seller. It makes the whole process seamless after running all the ads, after doing all the marketing, and at the point where people are supposed to pay, it looks like they're running away. You know, Seller has simplified all of that, and the beauty of selling on Seller is that they have they have they have a customer service team that actually listens. It's rare to find that these days. You whatever it is, they listen and they implement, and you see it. So there's no better time than the time we live in now. So create, you know, put your product on the right channel, spend on ads. There's a place for organic traffic, there's a place for word of mouth, there's a place for influencer marketing. But you have to spend. The more people, the more eyeballs, the more eyes see your products, the more sales you're likely to get. So don't hide your knowledge, don't hide your product. Put it out there. Put it out there. There are people waiting. There are people waiting to see it. There are people waiting to get the solution that you're providing. There are people waiting for you at any level. There are people waiting for you to deliver. And all they're waiting for is just to get the details, the link. They're waiting to hit checkout and pay. So do your marketing, advertise to people, and make your payment process seamless. You champions continue. Your birth is evidence that your purpose is necessary. So whatever it is, whatever product it is you're creating, you might be into fashion, and you might be thinking, what can I create in the fashion niche? There are other fashion designers that are looking for designs and they're looking for ideas. They can actually, they're good at their craft, but they don't have ideas. They don't. It doesn't come to them as fast as it does to you. You can create a product. Just ideas. It might be a new design. It might be something, and it will sell because people are looking for that solution to their problems. So learn it, do it, sell how to do it online, rinse and repeat. You learn it, you do it, you sell how to do it online, you rinse and repeat. Uh, okay, I'm being told it's Q&A time now. Okay, so let's take questions. Let's take questions.
All right, that was an amazing, amazing, amazing session. Thank you so much, Ibironke, for breaking all of that down. I love how you're very particular about so many things, right? And for me, these were things that weren't even directly concerned with the food business, right? You mentioned things like ads, email marketing, and all of that, all of those extra strategies, right, that you had to take to be successful. So that's a very clear point that listen, no matter what you're exactly creating and what your business is about, there are certain things that you have to pay attention to as well for you to, forge ahead. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for sharing all of this. So
Well,
we're going to take some questions now. Yes, and I'll just be moderating that a bit. So we have a couple of questions from the audience. So the first one I see here is what are the mistakes that we might make as creators when selling our products? And this is from Wachuku.
what are the mistakes that might
That we might make
trying
as creators when selling our products.
okay. Uh, okay, your product is unique to you, and your mistakes are unique to you. No two persons will make the same mistakes. So you learn by actually making mistakes. And there's a place for learning from the mistakes of other people, but it will not still stop you from making your own mistakes because your mistakes are they're essential to your growth. So you make mistakes. It's normal. You learn from the mistakes of other people to reduce the mistakes that you likely make. But you definitely make mistakes, and you learn from it and you move on.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next question we'll run through it really quickly. Um, Says, I have a techno camon. Okay, this is quite technical now. I have a techno camon. How can I create YouTube videos and audio with it from my room? I feel I have something to offer since I need to explore my potential. So this one is a bit more technical in nature. I don't know if you can speak to this.
Okay. Okay. It's simple. How can you create YouTube videos? You start. uh, at every point, you need to start with what you have. And it shows originality. It shows your uniqueness. You're starting with your phone today. Next tomorrow, you're using one badass gadget. So crispy, so clear. So you start with what you have. And you get results. You upgrade. You use that for a while. Get results. You upgrade, and you proceed from there.
Awesome, awesome. So start with what you have, and of course, as you grow, as you scale, then there's always a chance that you can do more. Okay. I don't think I see any other questions, so I want to say a very big thank you again from the Seller team. Thank you to everyone. Please, everyone, type your thank yous in the comments. Let's show our appreciation for Ibironke for coming on and delivering such a masterclass. Thank you so much for coming.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate you. We
Thank you
appreciate
for
your
having
time.
me.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're going to say goodbye now. Everyone, you can go follow him on social media. What's your handle so they can all go follow you right now?
Hemisphere Catering.
Okay, awesome. So you heard that, guys. Please go follow him on Instagram. So everywhere basically that you find him available, be sure to follow him. Thank you so much again, and do
You're
have a
welcome.
great, great day.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Okay, awesome. So that was amazing. If you learned a thing, please tell us what you learned in the comments. Oh, I can see some people already even typed that. I can see a whole lot. Don't be afraid to show you're working. Just start and build your credibility. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, create what people need, not what you want only. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you guys so much for participating and engaging too as well. Right now, we're going to be having the very next session. And this session is also one that I'm totally excited about because it talks about the emerging markets that we are in today. All right. And our guest is in the house as well, by the way, just so you know. So I hope everyone is ready. Okay. So I see Ibironke's tag has been put there in the comments. So please be sure to follow him as well on all social media platforms. All right. So we're having our next guest right now, just like I said. Just like I said also when I first came on, if you know anyone who is supposed to be here and is not here, please be sure to invite them. Share the link out so we can get more people in the stream. All right, so right now we're going to be having a session on prospering in an emerging economy. Okay, and we're going to be having no other but the Bitcoin chief himself, Mr. Gaius Chibueze, who is going to be taking this session in a few short minutes. So we're going to roll his bio so everyone can get to meet him, and then we're going to bring him up on stage. Stay tuned, guys. Okay. I can see people are already hyping Bitcoin chief already in the comments. The biggest chief. Yes, we're excited to have him. I told you guys that we are bringing just the very best, of the speakers from all over the world. All right. So today he is going to be taking us on prospering in an emerging economy. All right. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So let's have him up on screen.
Yes,
there we have it, guys.
Okay. What up? Super amazing friends, guys.
Sorry.
How's it going, everyone?
Okay, I love the energy already. Thank you so much. Good evening.
Guys,
good
Bitcoin
Thank you for joining.
Super excited
Milton
to
is
be
in
here.
the background saying hello, and we are happy to have you here.
Thank you so much, Milton. Thank you so much. Okay. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are charged up, pumped up. In fact, I was listening to the last speaker. It was an awesome session. In fact, I followed from Eva's own time when Eva was presenting. And I'm sure everyone is as charged up as I have been.
Yes, totally. Guys, we're having the Bitcoin chief right here. He is a blockchain entrepreneur and, of course, the founder of Arbit Network, a blockchain technology company that is creating real life utilities for cryptocurrencies. And I mean, he does so many things, right? His products are being used by over 1.5 million users globally. And, he also owns a music label with 2 successful signed artists today. So there's just a lot about the man, and I'm happy and excited that he's here today. Okay, sir, are you ready to go?
Definitely, I am. Thank you so much, everyone. I've been following this program, and I'm super excited.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take a...
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yes, no, you could go ahead. I was saying I was just going to take a step back in the studio.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Selar, the organizers of this program. It's so funny, it's so funny how things align in my favor. I think it was 3 weeks ago, one of my brand managers, Mr. Wisdom Bradford, told me about Selar and said I should put my books for sale on Selar. And just a few months later, and I'm being invited as a guest speaker to come talk about what I have been doing for the past 7 years. I'm super excited to be here. Today, I will be talking about prospering in an emerging economy using crypto as a tool. So for those of you who are just seeing me for the first time, a brief introduction about myself. My name is Gaius Chibueze, aka Bitcoin Chief. I'm a blockchain entrepreneur and a cryptocurrency trader slash investor. I got involved in Bitcoin in 2011. I used to be part of the people called network marketers. So in 2011, a white guy on Facebook that I used to follow to learn how to market the product of the company I was involved with. So that this guy stopped talking about that company and he started talking about Bitcoin. And one day I asked him, I said, bro, what's going on? You stopped talking about this company. You're not talking about Bitcoin. And he said, yeah, that he found something better. So he has moved on to Bitcoin. And that was how I said, I'm interested. I'm always open to opportunities. So he sent me a video that I watched. And in that video, what really caught my attention was they said so many things about Bitcoin, but the person doing that video said there will only be just 21 million Bitcoin. So that caught my attention. Now, the reason why that caught my attention was because I've always had this love for exclusivity. I always like getting things that are rare, things that not everybody has. So I just thought about it. I said, if there are like 7 billion people in the world and this Bitcoin is just going to be only 21 million, let me get some. So that was how I started a journey that I never knew was going to change my life the way it has. In fact, I've been able to travel the world. I've traveled over 26 countries of the world. I've also changed the life of my family, friends, associates, and people that have come in contact with me. I've brought the cryptocurrency message to over 10 million persons globally, and I've held events in 11 countries out of the 26 I've traveled. So I'm super excited to be here, and today I will be sharing with you, first of all, for the benefit of those who are just getting to hear about cryptocurrencies before. Most people know Bitcoin, but they don't know cryptocurrencies. So when they see people talk about cryptocurrencies, they're like, what's this one talking about again? Then when they hear Bitcoin, then they calm down. So Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that was created on the blockchain. So I will just be giving you a little rundown about Bitcoin, how it was created. So in the course of this discussion, I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrencies, but using Bitcoin as an example. So anything I talk about Bitcoin just now, I'm talking about other cryptocurrencies. And in some cases, I'm also going to be mentioning other cryptocurrencies that has been created. Because outside Bitcoin, we have over 15,000 other cryptocurrencies. Statcoin is one of them, Ethereum is one of them, Solana, and a whole lot of others. So Bitcoin was created in 2011 by a person or a group of people, or we don't know if it's one person, if it's two, if it's three, but the name of the creator of Bitcoin is Satoshi Nakamoto. So in 2008, the reason why he created Bitcoin was that he wanted to create, or they wanted to create, a financial system that is decentralized, a financial system that is borderless, a financial system that is not controlled by the government. So that was one of the major reasons why they created Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was created in 2008, but officially went live sometime ending of 2008 and 2009. So the whole idea was to create a currency that is borderless, a currency that people can use for transaction in any part of the world. If you have a small business online, you will see that before platforms like Selar and Paystack and the rest of them came to be, we have always had that challenge of taking payments from other continents or from other parts of the world. In fact, there was a time I was in Ghana having a discussion with my friend, Miss Waneka, who is like the biggest hair boss in Africa. And we were discussing how she has been having challenges receiving payment from people in Rwanda and other parts of Africa who love her hair on Instagram, but they want to buy. But the means of exchange has always been a problem. So that was the number one reason why Bitcoin was created. But today I'm going to be focusing my discussion on how people can prosper with Bitcoin in an emerging economy. Most of you watching this, I'm sure you are from Nigeria or other parts of emerging economies like Ghana and the rest of other parts of Africa. So I'm going to be outlining how everything I'm going to be saying here, mostly I speak out of experience, things that have worked for me, and how it can also work for you if you adopt same strategy and apply in your own business if you're doing the same business. So cryptocurrency as a tool for prosperity in an emerging economy. When I got to know about Bitcoin, one of the things that really caught my attention about Bitcoin was that exclusivity, that not everybody in the world is going to be able to hold one Bitcoin. So that scarcity is what really made it unique for me. I really loved that, because the challenge that we are having today, if you're from a growing economy, is that you see that there is constant inflation. The financial system that exists right now, money keeps being devalued every second, and the masses are the ones paying for this. So the government of every country, even the United States, where I am right now, they keep printing more money every time. They keep printing more money. The government of Nigeria, they keep printing more money. But production is not also being grown to meet up with the level at which they are printing more money. So for emerging economies, like some of the economies in Africa, Bitcoin can serve as that tool that can help young people prosper. So there are different ways people can prosper with Bitcoin. One of those ways first is by gaining this knowledge, gaining this education. I love what Selar is doing because it's all about the education. By the time I'm going to end this conversation or discussion today, one or two persons must have learned one thing or the other. So how can you use cryptocurrency as a tool for prosperity? Number one is by getting this education, just like you're doing now. You are very fortunate to be part of this conversation that is happening here today. Research has shown that less than 50% of the world have heard about Bitcoin. In fact, I recently relocated from Dubai and the UK to Miami, where I'm currently living, and it was kind of a shock to me, the number of persons that see me, because I promote the brand I represent anywhere I go to. So sometimes I wear a shirt that says, I believe in Bitcoin. Sometimes I wear a shirt that said, only Bitcoin can save the nation. So I see the number of persons here in America, both white, blacks, and Hispanic, that come to me and say, can you tell me more about this Bitcoin? So the reason why I'm saying that you are fortunate to be here today is because less than 50% of the world has heard, and less than 10% of the world has bought in. So you are very opportune. In fact, you're still very early if you're hearing about it right now and you get to understand it and you take action. Just like the guy showed me Bitcoin in 2011, I adopted it as a business. And in 2015, I changed my name to Bitcoin Chief on my Instagram and other social media platforms. The reason was because I wanted to build a brand around this Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And one of my goals when starting out was that anytime Bitcoin is going, in fact, it was a challenge to myself. I was in a WhatsApp group with my friend Bitcoin Goddess and Bitcoin Jenny, and I told them that was in 2015. And I said, in the next 5 years, I want, whenever people are talking about Bitcoin in Africa, my picture should be the first thing that comes to their mind. So I was able to adopt Bitcoin as a means, as a tool for prosperity for myself, even while I was still in Nigeria. I used to work before as an SA on new media to a senator in the National Assembly, Abuja. But what Bitcoin has done for me, even working in that kind of office that so many of you here would think it's a very big office, why will you leave, has not really been able to. In fact, that working in that office didn't do what Bitcoin has been able to do for me. So Bitcoin gave me that financial freedom. Now, there are different ways that you can actually use this Bitcoin tool to gain your own financial freedom and become prosperous also in an emerging economy. One of those ways is by getting education about how this thing works, getting to understand it. Then one of those other ways is also by learning how to invest in it. So there are different ways to make money, but one of those ways first is by investing. So investors are those people who, they learn about cryptocurrencies, they're excited about it, just like you're going to be at the end of this conversation. They are excited about it and they say, how can I buy it? And they buy it and they just keep it there. So these people actually make the most money. Investors, people who just buy it and they keep it, they actually make the most money. So these investors buy it just the way I bought in 2011 and they keep it and they go about other things. Now, if you follow the price of Bitcoin, you will see that from 2009, when Bitcoin went mainstream, to 2000 and to 2022, today the price has gone from 1 cent to $42,000 or $40,000 that it is now. In fact, as at last year, November, 19th of November, it went as high as $69,000. So this is also where I'm going to be talking about the risk involved later on. So one of those ways that you can use Bitcoin as a tool for financial freedom is by investing. If you had invested in the choicest location in Lagos or in New York or in Kigali, Rwanda, or any other place that you think investment has grown over the years, if you had invested $1,000 in the choicest place in Banana Island in Lagos in 2009, and you invested that same $1,000 in Bitcoin, looking at this time frame of 10 years now, Bitcoin has outperformed any kind of investment. That is why, according to CNN, Bitcoin was adjudged as the best investment for the last decade. 2009 to 2020, Bitcoin was judged as the best investment, the investment that has brought more returns than any other kind of investment. So these investors are people that just bought it like I did. So I bought my first Bitcoin in 2011, but I wasn't concerned about it until 2013 to 2014, when most of this Ponzi scheme, one of it, I was then in Nigeria then, one of it called MMM. In fact, it was another one called Get Help Worldwide, but I know MMM introduced those ones too. So it was through that Get Help Worldwide, and a friend was telling me and say, bro, I want to introduce you to this money doubling something. And the person said, because the banks were beginning to close the account of participants on this MMM Ponzi scheme, he said, you can use Bitcoin. And I said, use Bitcoin? I said, I bought that thing because Bitcoin was not even the first online investment I did. I invested in e-gold and a whole lot of other things that later didn't turn out as profitable as Bitcoin has actually done for me. But so it was when this person said that I could use Bitcoin, and I said, I bought this thing some years ago. So that was how I now saw that Bitcoin was now gaining more acceptance. Then I started organizing events, even in the National Assembly, Abuja. Many of you here probably must have seen my flyer somewhere in Abuja. I was organizing events in most of those places, Gwarimpa, Kubwa, inside the National Assembly, Wuse 2, and other places there in Abuja. So I was just an ordinary investor. I just bought my Bitcoin and I kept it. The second way you can also make money from Bitcoin also, or cryptocurrencies, which can also serve as a tool for your own prosperity in an emerging economy, wherever you are right now, is by trading. In fact, in 2009, according to Binance Trade Volume ranking, I was ranked among the top 3% traders on Binance globally. We are talking about a platform that had over 50 million users as at then. It's online, you can go Google it. So I was ranked among the top 3% traders on Binance. You understand? So in a platform where people buy and sell, you can also get this education to buy cryptocurrencies and sell in the short term. So, but one of those factors about trading is that you must always be at alert to see price movement, if it's going up, if it's going down. So you can make money from those short-term rise and short-term fall. When the price goes down, you buy. When the price goes up small, you sell. In fact, I have some of my boys doing margin trading. They just exit at 2 margin or at 2 margin of profit. So you can become a trader. A trader is someone that buys when the price is down and sells in short time when the price tries to go up or the price goes up. So another way also that you can also become prosperous using cryptocurrency is by building systems. in 2019, I was somewhere in Rwanda, and I sat down to myself and I said, I have succeeded in this investing and trading. I say, how can I start building system? I say, how can I start building system that other people can use to learn, or other people can use to trade these cryptocurrencies or invest and hold these cryptocurrencies? So myself and my friends came together and we launched our company in 2018 or 2019 called Abit Mobile Application Limited, legally registered in Nigeria, Rwanda, Ghana, United States of America here, UK, and Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. So one of those ways that you can also become prosperous in this cryptocurrency business as someone living in an emerging economy is to build the system. So I have built a platform today with my friends that has grown to over 1.5 million users using this platform, buying and selling cryptocurrencies, holding cryptocurrencies, trading cryptocurrencies. So it's always good that you move from being a trader, you move from being an investor, and you start building system. If that is something you will really be excited to do, first of all, there must be excitement. There is no need doing something you don't. In fact, when you eventually get rich, you're going to discover that you won't want to do something that doesn't excite you. In fact, I've gotten to where right now I'm looking for excitement. Right now I'm looking for excitement, something that I am going to be happy waking up to do. So you can decide to also build this system and also leverage your needs. You can leverage your needs to become wealthy or prosperous if you're living in an emerging economy. And one of the good things about cryptocurrencies, I was talking to someone and I said, you live in Ghana, you live in Nigeria. One of the good things about cryptocurrency is that even if the economies of this country is going through inflation, hyperinflation, people are suffering and whatever, once you key into cryptocurrency, you have keyed into a global economy. You're no longer confined to the borders of that particular country where you're living. Most people don't know it, but when I left Nigeria, I spent 1 year in Ghana. And that 1 year I spent in Ghana working on my visa to relocate to these countries I am now. That 1 year I spent in Ghana, I wasn't going, I was just in my house. I was trading. In fact, that time I was trading. It was even during those times that I was trading higher volumes. So I was living in that country, but I never for one day looked for a job. I lived in that country for 1 year and 2 months before relocating to the UK, but I never looked for a job. I was living in that place with my family. I never looked for a job. No member of my family worked. In fact, I even flew my mother-in-law into the country and we were living just fine. So even if other people are crying that the economy of this country is going down, people are suffering, I was exempted for it, all thanks to cryptocurrency. Why? Because I got this education and I keyed into a global economy that is not confined to the borders of where I am. So it is something that I think that you can also do too for yourself. Then you can also become, right now there is so much need for crypto media. In fact, one of my partners, Ajulu, just started building a community around Web3. We had a discussion yesterday and he was telling me how he wants to build a community system to educate more people about Web3. Now, Web3 is where the internet, Web3 and metaverse is where the current internet is moving into. We are moving into a new world of ownership where people are talking about NFTs, metaverse, and what have you. So you can also decide also to build platforms that helps other people key into these opportunities. So that is one of those ways also that you can prosper using cryptocurrency as a tool in an emerging economy. Then also you can also decide to become you can also decide to become a developer, a blockchain developer yourself. One of my partners, Blinks Breezy, my right hand buddy, my childhood friend of, I think is going to 13 or 14 years now. He's currently building and developing mobile applications for our company. He handles most of our tech. He's the CTO of my company. In fact, some years ago, like 3-4 years ago, he didn't know anything about blockchain, Web3, and the rest of it. But today he has been able to gain this knowledge, and today he's currently in Dubai now building systems that people right here in the United States, where I currently live, are using. So you can also decide to become a blockchain developer. Then also, if I sit down here and talk about all the benefits that comes with cryptocurrencies, and I don't tell you the risk involved, then it means I will actually be lying. In as much as people have profited from cryptocurrencies, personally, I have no, and I'm not sure cryptocurrency has changed the life of any Nigerian the way it has changed mine. Looking at where I was born and looking at where I am coming from, if it was not for cryptocurrency, probably I will still be on my journey to get to where I am right now. I've been able to travel to 26 countries of the world. I've been able to enjoy some of the best experience that was reserved for politicians in the country where I was born, as a result of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies changing my life, as a result of me tapping into this opportunity that is borderless. But in as much as I want to come sit down here and say, oh, people's life has been changed in cryptocurrency, people have made so much money, people have done this or done that. One thing that I also want you to also understand is that there are certain risks involved in it. If I come sit down here and I'm telling you all about the gains and telling you all about the benefits, but I hide the risk from you, then it means I'm a criminal and I'm a liar. So there are certain risks that are involved in cryptocurrencies. And these risks are what I want to educate you on so that you can actually prepare yourself ahead. Because if someone tells you that there is a tree that has fallen across the road ahead, when you're driving now, you become conscious of that blockage ahead. But if nobody tells you as you're driving, you'll be going full gear until you hit there. That is why you have people like myself sharing this crypto education every day, especially using Instagram and other social media platforms. So there are certain risks involved in cryptocurrency. In fact, in 2017, I was somewhere in Ghana and Bitcoin pumped. Okay, I think, somewhere. I was somewhere in Ghana. That was towards the end of 2017. I was in Ghana and Bitcoin was pumping. Bitcoin pumped that very year from $800 to $20,000 in the black market. But official price on exchanges was $19,800. It was even that year that I saw $2 million cash. In fact, I had asked my partner, my girl, then Bitcoin goddess. I said, cash out this money. Less. In fact, the night I cashed out $2 million, I couldn't sleep. So that very year, Bitcoin went from $800 and something to $20,000. So many persons, because of greed, started buying Bitcoin. They didn't know that we had already maxed the top. Some of them, even I actually regret it right now, but I have apologized to some of these persons. I was even the one encouraging them, buy. We are going to 30,000. Don't worry. Somebody will call me. Oh boy, I see how your life don't change. You don't make so much money from this thing. I say, come join me. Let's make this money together. It was actually with good intention. And few days later, the price started plummeting and the price dropped drastically from $20,000 on the 8th of January of 2018. On the 8th of January of 2018, you can Google it. Price of Bitcoin dropped to another all-time low of $3,400. So these people, I was encouraging, oh boy, come, key into this thing. I want to sell my house, no problem, sell it. We are going to 30,000. You will double your money. These people all became stranded. Me, I had already cashed out some money because don't forget, I bought my first Bitcoin at $35. So watching it get to $20,000 was like, in fact, the first day I saw 100 million naira cash in my local currency in Nigeria, I couldn't sleep. I will wake up and I'll go touch them. In fact, I started buying property because, you know, if you're coming from poverty, when you see small wealth, you will want to secure it by all means. In fact, I was calling my friends in Abuja, all the states I have lived. Oh boy, anybody wants to sell land now? Buy and buy and buy. In fact, some of my friends made so much money from me trying to buy these properties. I wanted to just secure the money. So me, I had cashed out some money, reasonable amount of money. I was living my life in Ghana, living in one of the best apartments at Spintex Road. In fact, I even bought the house behind me. So I was doing all these things, and all these people I had said, come on board, they became stranded. 18th of January. Price of Bitcoin dropped drastically. These people were stranded, started calling me, guy, what's happening? What's happening? Our money is going down. What's this? What's this? But I didn't know better then. I had watched Bitcoin go up and down, but that one of 2017 today still remains the highest pump we have seen. The highest unplanned pump, because if Bitcoin pumps from $40,000 today to $100,000, we are expecting it. Everybody is expecting it right now. As I'm sitting down here now, if they wake me up from sleep and say Bitcoin is $100,000, I won't even celebrate. I will just be happy. Yeah, I will just say, I've waited so much. I've waited so long for this. But in 2017, we didn't really see the downtrend of price coming that hard from $800 and something dollars, $1,000 to $20,000. So most of these persons became stranded. They started calling me, guy, what's happening? You asked us to buy this thing. You do this. Some of them were now insulting me. Some of them, God will kill your papa. God will kill your mama. Some of them were very angry. You know, anything that involves money, definitely people are very emotional about it. I felt so bad. I tried to use the small money I had then to sort some of them out to say, calm down, the price will still go up. The price will still go up. But it took Bitcoin Bitcoin stayed down from that 8th of January 2018 to November of 2020 before it got again to $20,000. So the reason I'm telling you about this risk is so that in as much as it has changed my life, in as much as it has made me money, in as much as it has changed thousands of people's life, I've seen firsthand people close to me, their life changed. I've seen firsthand students that met me didn't know anything about Bitcoin. Like one of my boys, Wisdomatic, just bought a car. Some of the people I introduced to cryptocurrency, one of my boys, Uncle Efizi, has built a house of 184 million naira. So in as much as I've seen it change most people's life, it has also destroyed a couple of persons. Why? Because of lack of education of how this thing works. Entry, how to understand the entry and the exit point, the entry and the exit positions. So I want you to understand the risks that are involved. Number one risk, you can write it down, is the risk of price volatility. Remember, when I started talking, I said the price is not controlled by anyone. The price is controlled by demand and supply. So when there is a euphoria, when people are overexcited, like we saw last year, November, people were too excited. Everybody was buying. Even people that were part of that downtrend of 2018 started calling me back. Oh boy, what's going on? This thing is going back up. What is going on? How can we buy? How can we buy? If you are a smart person, when you start seeing people becoming too excited, start preparing your exit. November of 2021, I was here in Miami. I had just left Dubai to Miami. And I had some reasonable amount of money I had already cashed out, put in my family account. I said, if anything happens, I want to be on the safe side. I just left only my long-term holds. So what did I do? I went on this crypto trading exchange and I set something called stop loss. Think of this stop loss like you have a shop, you sell bags of rice, and you tell your sales girl, I'm going home to spend some good time with my wife. So in case this price of bag of rice starts going down from the current price is $10, but if you've seen that people are beginning to sell at $9, please sell off my own at $8. So November of So November of 2021, I had already set my stop loss at $59,000. Price of Bitcoin then was 69,000. So I had already prepared myself to lose 10,000 in case it goes south, and I have prepared myself to make more money in case it goes to 70,000, which was the next point of sale that we were actually expecting. But what happened? The price started dropping. It dropped from 69 to 68, 65, 60, 60, 50, 59 plus, and immediately got to 59. All my backs liquidated. All my Bitcoin liquidated into USDT. So outside Bitcoin, we have another coin type of coins called stable coins. USDT is one of it. So USDT is what you use to preserve your capital when the market is going down. So I liquidated all my Bitcoin assets into USDT to stay aside and watch. And that period, if you follow me on Instagram here, I was enjoying myself here in Miami, going to boat cruise, going to have fun, and man, what's there to do with money? So while other people were there getting excited, we are going to 70, it's going to go back up. Me, I had already protected myself. I don't want what happened to me in 2018 to happen to me again. I had already called my friends and said, it is time to exit the market now. I was posting it on my Instagram and on Twitter. I said, if you're able to exit at 60, exit. We might see 30. Bitcoin dropped since that time and it went as low as 29. When it got to 30, I was able to use the USDT I had converted at 59,000 to buy times 2 of what I had. And I didn't even know it was even going to go to 29. I was eyeing 30, so I bought back at 30. Now that it is back to 40 now, I already have profit, so I can do anything I want to do. So this risk of price volatility, it is only this crypto education that can help you, because there's nothing as painful as having money that is not really your own. Most people, when Bitcoin is pumping, you will see them post their wallet. They have $1 million, they have this. But as far as your money is in Bitcoin, it is not really your own until you sell. Unless you're holding for a long time. And if I was smart enough, I would have sold all my Bitcoin in 2018 at $20,000 and buy back times 10 or times 5 of what I had when it dropped to 3,000. So you must get this education and understand the entry and the exit positions. It's very, very important that you understand this, because that is the only way you're going to win. Then another risk also involved in cryptocurrency is the risk of scams. Just like every other emerging technology, there are risks associated with cryptocurrency, and which is the risk of scam. I've had people come to my Instagram and tell me, Bitcoin Chief, please help me. How do I recover my money? Somebody told me if I give him $1 Bitcoin, he's going to double it and give me 2 Bitcoin and this and that. So you must be wary of these scams, because as far as it's an emerging technology, people still use, even though the internet has been around since 1999 or thereabout, people still scam people on the internet today. So you must be wary of these scams that will tell you that they want to double your money. Many of you listening to me here now, you probably must have lost money to one Ponzi scheme or the other. So there are people that will come and tell you that they are going to double your money in this cryptocurrency. Put 1 Bitcoin and get 2 Bitcoin. Be very, very careful about these people, because they are going to take your Bitcoin and you go back to square zero. So those are some of the risks that are associated with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, I have gotten to a stage where I have finally retired from trading. In fact, I no longer trade. What I do right now is something I will encourage those of you that are listening to me to do. I invest in new crypto projects. Remember, when I was starting this, I said that outside Bitcoin, we have over 15,000 other cryptocurrencies. Truth is that most of these other cryptocurrencies like Binance, BNB, Solana, Axis Infinity, and the rest of them, Tatcoin and the rest of them, have done well. They have made some people rich, especially if you understand the entry and exit. When my company launched Tatcoin in 2019, when we went straight to exchange, we sold Tatcoin for 3 cents, but when we went to exchange, Tatcoin sold as high as 58 cents. So all the people who came in at 3 cents, 1 cent, there are some people called seed investors. Seed investors are those first people that buy that cryptocurrency, even when there is no white paper. So I have finally retired now I found a company. I retired from trading. Right now I'm building these platforms for other people to use. I founded a company called Ghost Partners Fund. So basically what I am doing right now is looking for those crypto projects, because you need to understand, why are there different cryptocurrencies outside Bitcoin? Why didn't we just stick to Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the of them all. Why is everybody not sticking to Bitcoin? The truth is, first of all, there is a need for other cryptocurrencies. Don't forget that the reason why these platforms issue cryptocurrencies is, number one, to be the transactional currency of that platform. I was already rich when I issued that coin. In fact, I had over 100 and something Bitcoin. So now, why did we launch Tatcoin? We launched Tatcoin as the utility token for Arbit network, which means most of this platform wants to create an in-app currency that people will use for transaction. So every crypto project is like an economy of its own. So if, let's say, let me not use Biafra, but let's say, I don't know which other country to use. So let's say Nigeria divides into 2 right now, and the second country they will create their own currency. So that was how the second cryptocurrency was created from the Bitcoin idea. And that second cryptocurrency is called Ethereum. Now, why did they create Ethereum? There were some challenges that Bitcoin had. And Vitalik, who is the founder of Ethereum, looked at it and said, let's create our own network called ERC20, Ethereum network. And when he created this ERC20, he also created Ethereum as the cryptocurrency to use on that platform. So the reason I'm explaining to you is because I want you to understand why there are other cryptocurrencies outside Bitcoin. So Ethereum is one of those cryptocurrencies. Tatcoin is one. Solana is. Axis is. So one of the ways I am currently relaxing and doing this business is investing in some of these new crypto projects before they launch on exchange. June of 2021, I was in Dubai, and my friend Mo called me and said, "Oh boy, Alpha." I said, "Fine, bro." He said, "There is this new project called Project Seed. I am part of it. We are planning to launch. It's going to be a game, something, blah, 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 blah." I said, "Okay, send me the white paper and the pitch deck and the tokenomics." I looked at it and I saw that this was a great project. And I said, "Okay." He asked me, "How much allocation do you want?" Allocation, when a crypto project is starting out, they give allocations to people to buy. These people are like early believers in that cryptocurrency, just the way we have early believers in Bitcoin. So these people buy it when the price is almost near zero, believing that the company will deliver on its white paper. So one of the things you should look out for when investing in a cryptocurrency is look at their white paper. I'm currently planning to launch an NFT. I'm launching a rare NFT of 10,000, which is going to be delivered in batches. If I launch that NFT today, it's going to be sold out within minutes. The reason is because I have this proof of work. People who understand cryptocurrency, when they hear that Bitcoin Chief is behind this thing, they will say, Bitcoin Chief, he has done it before. He's known in this thing. He has people that are following him. He has so many believers, and they are going to key into it. So one of the things you should look out for when investing in a new cryptocurrency that is not in the market yet is look at the team behind it. Read their white paper, look at the team. What have they done before? What have they done before? Myself and my friends in the UK, we are currently building a music streaming platform on the blockchain called GrooveUp. I have not even posted about this GrooveUp on my main page. Go check it. I've not posted about it. But guess what? We have people that have backed this project already with $800,000. These are just people that are just sent text. we are building something next. Look into it. See the CEO. I sent them the white paper. They saw the CEO. They saw the people involved in it. I said, this person, in that white paper, we broke down what these other people have done and what happened. We have not launched it. They already backed it with $800,000. When this project goes live now, these people will be the ones. So right now, that is what I basically do. I no longer trade. I just invest in it. So I invested in this project called Project Seed. That was June of 2021 while I was in Dubai. And when I got to Miami here, they went live on the 9th. In fact, it was on the 19th of November that they went live. That was the day Bitcoin went to $69,000. So there was excitement. That token that I bought at the seed sale price of 10 cents started selling on the exchange for $15. Even though I was busy that day because I was just somewhere enjoying myself, I didn't really remember that they had planned to launch that day. So by the time I came back to see, the price had already dropped to $1.08. So I sold just 5% of my 200. They gave me just 5% out of my $200,000 investment. That 5% already at $1 plus was already times 5 or more of the money I invested initially. So right now, as at today, now they started giving us back the vesting. The vesting is the remaining 95%. They are giving us back now, even though the whole crypto market is down now. But by the time I hold this 95% now, guess what? Everything is profit in my hand. So one of the things I will encourage you to do is to get to understand this industry, especially those of you that don't have big money. Get to understand this industry well, then key into new cryptocurrencies before they launch on exchanges. That is where the real money is. I bought Bitcoin at $35. I still have some of them that I bought since that time. Someone that bought Bitcoin last year at $20,000, the person will buy so much to compare to if I had bought 10 at $35 for one. If the person will buy what I have, what that 10 is worth now, the person will spend so much more to have the same number in terms of dollar value with me. So people who key into cryptocurrencies early, if you're someone in an emerging economy, if you're someone in an economy that is still growing, understand cryptocurrency in such a way that you key into it early before it goes mainstream. I give you an example. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that I started talking about Axis Infinity January of 2021. Axis Infinity was selling for 92 cents or thereabout. Now, Axis Infinity as of last year went as high as $168. Everyone who listening to me right now is living a 7-star lifestyle. We've also seen other crypto coins or tokens also blow up, like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and the rest of them. Now, the last thing I want to say also that you must also understand why cryptocurrencies are created. Remember, I said they are creating it. There must be a reason why it is created. But there are certain people that are just creating just useless coins and they put hype behind it. So that is where you need to also have knowledge of what you're getting into by reading the white paper, checking the people involved. What have they done? There is even no reason for stupidity in this time of our generation because almost every information you need about anyone is on the internet. If you go right now, type my name, Gaius Chibueze, you will see 80% of things about me that are really, truly related to me. So you can Google out anybody, you can Google out any project. So right now, if you're ready right now to key into this crypto revolution that is going in, as someone, remember I said something, I said, cryptocurrency is that tool that you can use to key into a global economy, an economy that is not limiting you by where you are. We've seen young Nigerians, young Africans, young Europeans, we've seen young people watch their life change overnight. I am one of them. I am a testimony. So I've written a couple of books. I wrote my first book called How Bitcoin Changed My Life. That was in 2017. I wrote that book. That book is currently right now on the Selar link on my bio. I told my story, and most of these things I have said here. So you can read this kind of books, join communities. Cryptocurrency is a community business. That's why you see some of us spend so much on goodwill. Why? Because people buy from those they know, love, and trust. If I'm launching a project today, it's going to be sold out in the next 24 hours. Why? Because people have followed my brand and they have trusted my brand. I have that proof of work. So join a cryptocurrency community, get to learn how this thing works, and see how you can also key into this opportunity. That is my own way that I think that people can prosper in an emerging economy. I don't know if my time is up. Yeah, I had 45 minutes. It's okay there? Okay, good.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again. I mean, this was very, very practical, and we just love it. I mean, you've pointed us in the right direction. You've given us all of the tips that we need. You've mentioned all the books, all the resources that we can use to learn more. And it's just been amazing. So we have a couple of questions here that we would take. Let's see. Okay, so the first question here says, which cryptocurrency is the most profitable at the moment? So, what would you say? I mean, you have experience with so many projects right now. Is there anyone that you're willing to mention as something that people should consider?
Okay, so right now, there is really no cryptocurrency that you can say is the most profitable right now, because you have not bought it already. So if you had bought it yesterday, and as this minute now you're asking me, I would say this is the most profitable. So the question would have been, okay, for you, which cryptocurrency is the most profitable in your hand? So, but Bitcoin is the surest of all cryptocurrencies. Even though I have launched a token, but I'm always very sincere with people. I say start by buying Bitcoin. Even though you will not make money the way I have made again from Bitcoin. In fact, with my holdings right now, close to $10 million plus, you need to come in with so much amount of money and wait for Bitcoin to turn like $200,000 for your holdings to become as valuable as mine. So the reason why I tell people to buy Bitcoin is that you use Bitcoin as an entrance cryptocurrency to understand how this cryptocurrency works. Especially you use it to learn how to be patient, to learn the ups and downs, the price volatility. So Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency I encourage every newbie to buy. Even though you are not buying it now, because it would take for Bitcoin, for me to put $100 in Bitcoin and get $200 back in the next 1 year, Bitcoin has to do times 2 of the price right now, which is nearly impossible right now. You understand? Based on the way the market is. But buying Bitcoin first helps you to learn patience, helps you to understand how this cryptocurrency works. Bitcoin swing is not as much as the swing of other cryptocurrencies. So because Bitcoin has the first mover advantage. Bitcoin is the most known, the most popular cryptocurrency. Bitcoin has the first mover advantage, and Bitcoin is the most trusted of all cryptocurrencies. So start with Bitcoin if you're just starting.
All right, awesome. So start with Bitcoin. You have it there. Okay, so the next question, real quick. Do you think the market speculation, pumping and dumping, is defeating the idea or vision of cryptocurrency? Isn't it supposed to be just a store of value that is disassociated from central systems?
Oh, thank you so much, Jibri, for that question. I think that's a well thought out, smart question. So one of the beauty of cryptocurrency is that decentralization. Decentralization is what makes it. I am currently holding Bitcoin I bought at $30,000. The government cannot call me over the phone now and say, Gaius, you have held this thing for too much. More people need Bitcoin. You have to sell it right now. So it gives me the opportunity to follow my mind and make my decision. So now the pump and dump will always be there. Why? Because the factor of fear. We have something called FOMO, fear of missing out. When Bitcoin was pumping at $69,000, I will not, in short, my 5-year-old son, with the things I've taught him, he will not buy it. But you see some adults, that is when they want to buy. But now that it has dropped to 30 or 40,000 now, they will never buy it. So this fear of missing out problem will always be there. Then there's another problem again of FUD, F-U-D, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So because the price is dropping now, that person that bought at 69,000 is now scared. Oh God, my house rent. Oh God, my wife is pregnant. What if this thing doesn't go up until my wife is going to deliver? Oh God, what is happening? What are we going to eat tomorrow if this thing goes down more? So the person sells off at loss. So you can't cancel out these emotions. In fact, for me, as an experienced trader and also investor, this emotion is why I am in the space, to ride the wave. When people are scared, like when it dropped to 29,000, I was buying, but I made a mistake to even buy at 30. If I had known it's going to 29, I would wait. So when people are becoming greedy, Bitcoin is still going to go to 70,000. One day you are going to see me post it. Bitcoin is now 70,000. Guess what? That is, we in the crypto space, especially myself as a leader in the space, I get more DMs of people asking me if they should buy now when the price is at an all-time high. So this market speculation is the beauty of it. It will always be there. Why? Because it is decentralized. It is not controlled. Then if you want something that you just want to be a store of value for you without, even real estate has price fluctuation. We heard about the real estate whatever of America. In short, I was talking to someone, I said real estate investment in Nigeria is becoming a Ponzi scheme. I bought a house somewhere in Lekki for 89 million. I have put that house for sale for the last 6 months. They are pricing it low, or the person that will price it, that this thing will not bring the money. So everything has to do with speculation. Somebody's coming and looking at the receipt. I bought that house, and the person will tell me, let me give you 60. Let me give you 60 million. So everything has this, people have this liberty of pricing anything. And I have the liberty now. There's a way this land can be. Like, let's say somebody called me and I say, there is going to be war soon in Lagos and they are going to burn everybody's house. What will happen? I will sell off the house at 60. So will the government come and stop me? So speculations, pumping and dumping is in almost everything. But cryptocurrency own is just new. So, but there is a reasonable speculation. There is the one that is bad, where people create fake projects and pump the price high, no real utility, and you as a blind person, you go buy into it. It has happened a couple of times where people create these cryptocurrencies with no use case, then people buy it and they dump on them. So this one is the one that you should stay away from. But if it's the one for Bitcoin, the up and down is the beauty of it. But if you are still afraid of the up and down, then trade stable coins, which is USDT I talk about. $1 is $1 forever.
Awesome. I mean, that was so deep. I love the fact that you looked at it from different angles. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have another question here that says, how can someone with little or no capital get involved in cryptocurrency?
Okay, first of all, I will talk about those with no capital. You are at a very bad disadvantaged place, but all hope is not lost. Now, there are some community activities. In a few days, I'm going to be launching something called TatsN. It's the first of its kind crypto affiliate where people earn crypto for helping other people understand about crypto. I'm building something that will have a multiplier effect in the number of people already involved in cryptocurrency. So they also have airdrops where you can carry out an activity, follow page. If you go right now to grooveup.com now, we are giving $100 to everybody that takes a survey. If you're an artist, you are a fan, you have love for music, you can take a survey, and we are giving out $100 each to 1,000 people. So these are opportunities for people who don't have money. But if you have small money, I will advise you first to buy Bitcoin and hold, and then go continue working. In fact, I post something that made a lot of persons in the cryptocurrency space angry. I say people who don't have much money shouldn't trade cryptocurrency, even though, because the chance is always 1/100 for them to succeed. Imagine you put in $100 into a cryptocurrency that price goes down by 50%. You're almost stranded. Imagine if that is your survival money. It means you won't eat, you won't pay your house rent. So you can either carry out an activity and earn this cryptocurrency for free, or you buy Bitcoin, or buy, if you want to take a risk, a bigger risk, which comes with more reward and more risk, buy any of these other cryptocurrencies and go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very, very practical. So he talked about airdrops, and which is a way for people to be able to earn these cryptocurrencies too as well. And of course, Bitcoin being one of the most recommended is also a good place to start. Then there are also stable coins. So stable coins are always pegged or tethered to the dollar. For instance, USDT being one of them. Awesome. Okay, so I think there's a last question here that says. How much is the minimum amount I can invest as a beginner? Is there a minimum amount someone can that is recommended, for instance, globally to start with?
Okay, so there is no minimum or maximum. Invest what you can afford to lose and still sleep well. I've had people come into this space sinking everything, because they were desperate. I was talking with my mentor, Mr. Naijabrandchick, and I was telling him, I said, if I had the information I have now, I would have been more successful in this cryptocurrency space. Now, one of the reasons why is because when you invest or when you are trading with your small money, that you will always be scared. You will even develop anxiety. Oh, the price is going down. There was a time in 2017 or 2018. I used to trade on a platform called Bitrex. I even developed some kind of, it was like a mental kind of something. I was having mood swing in my house. When the price goes down, I will be feeling sad. When the price goes up, I'm excited again. So it got to a point where, man, I said, I have to relax. I have to really look at this thing. And the more money you start making, you're becoming more relaxed. Because right now, even if Bitcoin goes to $1, I already have something that I can survive on until it returns. You understand? So there is no maximum and there is no minimum. Just only invest what if you lost it, it will not affect your physical life. Like you want to go kill yourself. People have committed suicide as a result of loss in this cryptocurrency. Some people have like they developed some mental case because of this cryptocurrency. So invest only what you can afford to lose and still smile.
Awesome. I think what you said right there is really important. The fact that you mentioned, please guys, if you're considering it, be sure that this is something that you are comfortable with losing if it comes to be. But of course, if that's not the case, then of course you are still very happy. But be sure that it is something that you're investing what you are willing to lose. Okay. So let's see. Any other question before we call this session a wrap? Okay, so I don't think there's any more questions in the comment section. So we'll say a very big thank you to Bitcoin Chief for coming on. Everyone, please say a thank you in the comments. Put up an emoji. This has been an amazing session. Okay, so we have a tradition. Just before you go, everyone is going to take a screenshot of this session right now and post on the social media, and they're going to tag you, Bitcoin Chief, tag Selar.
Guys, make sure I look cute in that
picture. Get ready in 3 seconds. Yes, exactly. We're going to be posing for the picture. So in 3 seconds, guys, we're taking the screenshot. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay, so that is your screenshot. That's your picture, guys. Tag Bitcoin Chief, tag Selar. Thank you so much for coming on, sir. We really appreciate you.
God bless you. Have a good evening, everyone. And like I will always say,
okay, so that was amazing. I see everyone in the comment section going like this was completely worth it. Thank you so much to everyone who has participated so far. We have the final session coming up in a few minutes. We are having Naijabrandchick come on to share with us on a very unique topic: how to shamelessly sell yourself and build a powerful personal brand. I mean, she's an epitome of a powerful personal brand, and of course, she's just in a very perfect position to be able to teach that. Thank you so much for everyone who has participated so far. We really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for. I see the comments; it's going crazy already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, if you know anyone, I mean, you guys can testify, right? You guys can bring the testimonials already, because this has been just completely worth it for the past 2 days, and we have a final session that we have lined up for you. And I think everything today has just been happening for a reason, and leading up to this moment, right? So before we call the session, the past 2 days, before we call it a wrap, we have Naijabrandchick coming on really, really soon. I can see people are already excited in the comments, and I'm excited too. I mean, who doesn't, right, want to know about how they can shamelessly sell themselves and build a powerful personal brand? I think it's really important that there's a shameless before the sell, because you would agree that some people struggle, to sell, while they are being creative, while they are making stuff that people need and people love. It's still sometimes hard, to put the word out there and get people buying these products and buying these services. But Nelly, Naijabrandchick, is not one person who you would say is afraid of selling her market. Trust me, if you follow her, you would know that she shamelessly promotes her products and services. And for what it's worth, she gets the sales that matches up to that level of promotion. And of course, she's here to break it all down. What are the systems? What is the science behind it? How is she able to pull off the numbers that she does pull off? I think it was Trisha Bees who mentioned that one of her recent products, that is Naijabrandchick's recent products, sold to thousands of people, right? And she had done more than $50,000 from a single product. Now, if you were handed the goods, right, the strategies, the skills to be able to sell up to $50,000 worth of a product or service that you offer digitally, would that be worth it to you? If the answer is yes, then you have to stick around for the next session, which of course, like I said, is the final session, guys. So you don't want to miss it. You want to get a friend in here. You want to get somebody in here with you too as well, as we break it all down. So we'll just take a 5 to 10 second break, really, really short. And in a few minutes, give it 2 to 3 minutes, we will bring up Naijabrandchick for the final session. Thank you again to everyone who has participated. This is your chance to grab a bottle of water, as our guest is already in the house. So please do not go anywhere. We're just going to roll up her bio, and she will be up, really, really, really quick. Okay.
Hey there! Do you have courses, ebooks, or any digital products you would like to sell to a global audience? Do you know the platform you use is very important to how much sales you make for your digital products? Selar makes selling digital products easy, and we have all the tools you need. Trusted by over 10,000 creators in Africa. On Selar, you can sell ebooks, courses, memberships and subscriptions, services, events and webinar tickets, and really any kind of digital product you can think of. In less than 5 minutes, you can create an online store on Selar and sell your digital products to anyone, anywhere in the world. Go to selar.co, sign up for free, and get started.
Awesome. Then, if you've had a great time so far in this virtual session, guys, please give me the fire emoji in the comment box. I can see Naijabrandchick Nelly over here, and she's about to like take this, like she's about to close the session. This is like the season finale, right? This is the season finale, and I am so excited. Without wasting so much time, I'll just go ahead and introduce Naijabrandchick. We've already created a video for her that will just properly introduce her into the studio before we get her into the studio. So just stay tuned while we introduce Naijabrandchick. Hello guys, so sorry for that breaking transmission here. I've been a little bit of technical issues, but guys, we have Naijabrandchick over here in the studio. Nanny, how are you doing? It's so good to have you here. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay.
My pleasure. My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
So,
are we okay? Are we good to go?
yeah. We good. I'm hearing you. I'm seeing you clearly. You look very beautiful. You look excellent.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this up because I want to really put out a lot before my time is up. I want to really give out. Am I the last person to speak?
You're the last speaker. Yes.
Can I go ahead? Tell me when to start.
Yes,
and
please.
I will start.
Go ahead. You have the stage.
Okay, thank you everyone. And hey, how do I see people here? How do I see comments? I can't see comments. Let me see. Okay, yeah, see comments. All right, I've seen it. Thank you. All right, yeah. Wow. Please, can you guys tell me where you guys are all coming from? My name is Nelly Abogu, aka Naijabrandchick. You can see me on Instagram. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to shamelessly market, sell yourself, and build a powerful brand. I want to see the comment section. Just tell me where you're coming from, and I'll be happy to have talk to you. Okay, from Turkey. Any other person here? I want to really connect with you guys before we start. Okay. Any other person here? I want to know how many people are here. Okay. Any other person here? Anyone here? Before we start, can I see people here? Thank you so much. Tolush, you're from Cape Town. Okay. Hi, Ella. All right. I don't want to waste your time. I think we have had today's an evening and we need to just start. So today I'm talking about how to shamelessly market yourself. In this time and age where social media is now the norm. Before in the past, people like, I don't want to put myself in social media. I don't want to put myself on social media. Right now, social media is the norm, the everything, right? Everybody wants to be online. And you want not just to be online, but also to be able to market online and also build a powerful brand online. So imagine trying to marry these three things at the same time and still be personable. So now, first of all, the question will be, what is shameless marketing? How do you shamelessly sell yourself? How do you shamelessly market yourself? All we're saying is, how can you get your product and services to the eyeballs of many other people with as much as possible, to the extent that they'll say, oh, I want to take this person's product. I want to take this person's service. I want to try this person out. I want to give this person an opportunity. Even though I don't know the person so much, even though I know the person so much, they just want to give you an opportunity. So how do you do this? Simple. We're going to take our time. I'm going to break it down for you because I have been doing this for a long time. I have been on social media since 2013 or thereabout. Even before then, I've been on social media, right? And have grown a formidable brand called Naijabrandchick. But I didn't always start out as being that big girl on social media, right? I'm putting quote on quote. I started up by being that kind of person who people rejected whenever she wanted to advertise on their brand. When I started my business in Ellis, Nigeria, I knew I went to many other people who are already killing it on social media. And I begged them, please, can I put up my post on your page? I'm like, no, we don't do this. We don't do that. We don't put up this post on this kind of pages. And I'm like, okay, so how do I come out? How do somebody who hasn't ever gotten any presence whatsoever come out and start marketing shamelessly to the extent that you are now one of the known people online? I was working in a 9 to 5. I was working in an oil servicing company. Like, you know, that time when you're working in an oil servicing company, it's like you're really the in thing then. I was working at an oil servicing company. I needed to also make sure that I keep a persona because of I was in this kind of brand. But at the same time, I also needed to market, right? So what I did simply was ask myself, what exactly do I want to do? I knew that there was going to be a time when I was going to leave my 9 to 5 and I was going to focus fully on my business. So what I did was to start up with a getaway plan. Ask myself, what can you do right now that will help you out to make sure you match your salary, that you're currently earning in the 9 to 5. So let's say I was earning 5 million per annum, okay? I was earning 5 million per annum. How can I match this, my food business that I've started, and to the extent that I can even make at least, even if it's 5 million per annum, this is not profit though. We're not even talking about profit. We're just talking about, let it just be that we can even do it. So the plan was to try this thing out for 1 year. And if it doesn't work, then I know that maybe this business was not supposed to be. And that was how it started. I created a plan. I have the products already selling, my banana bread, my coconut bread at Nellis, Nigeria. And I was ready to give the best into this my side hustle then, because it was not yet my full-time hustle. So it was my side hustle. So what did I do, Sarah? Because I'm going to, break it down to you guys in a very simpler way, simpler terms, so that you would understand. I started this by, I knew that I could not take orders a lot because I had a 9 to 5. I would take orders throughout the whole week and deliver weekends because I needed to do the delivery myself with the dispatch rider and all that. I'll take a taxi, move all the places and do the deliveries by myself. And because I was not getting so much orders, that was it. But when I decided to do this getaway plan, okay, I needed to know that for me to be able to make 5 million naira, please, for those who are not in Nigeria or not here, watching here from Nigeria, 5 million naira, somebody should help me do the calculation. I'm not so good with maths. It's a certain amount in dollars, right? And I decided to say, okay, I'm going to do all it can take for me to earn that particular, match my salary in the oil services with my side hustle. So for me to do that, I could not be doing only deliveries weekend. I had to be doing deliveries the next day, so that more orders can come. So I looked for a strategy. I got a small girl who her job was to help me take orders. I was paying her 10,000 naira. Just help me take orders. Sit down one place, take orders. By 4 o'clock, send me all the orders. So how do I get people to do this, to even get the orders? Simple. I knew that there was something about me that people loved. The way I talk, the way I behave. I started a little bit by when I was baking, when I do the whole baking in the kitchen and I don't want to sleep off, I will make some videos and so that I don't get to sleep. That was the whole plan of making those videos, so that I don't get to sleep. I will dance, and I post it up on social media. And I see a lot of people loved it. So, and I will write the caption that, oh, I'm doing this video because I don't want to burn what I'm cooking. And everyone like, okay, no problem, bring it on. And I do the videos and I dance, and in my mind, I'm just like, I'm disgracing myself because this oil worker coming to be dancing on social media because she doesn't want her bread to burn. Do you understand where I'm coming from? But people loved it. People just loved it because I was just being myself. I was being authentically me. And my bread started moving. So from selling 1 week, I started selling the next day. From selling the next day, I said, okay, I can take orders till 12 p.m. that same day and still deliver. That was how I started. So as more customers came, there was more reason for me to market shamelessly. I started looking for people's platform to go on board. I started trying to look for how do I enter into other people's stores. The first people I entered was a lady who sells healthy snacks, Green Grill House, and healthy salad. Sorry, Green Grill House. And I went to her, said, Madam Green Grill, can you please allow me to bring in my product so that instead of people to come and wait for me, I can send them to your store since I did not have a physical store. And she said, okay, no problem. And she allowed me. That was the first time I ever had to bring out my product. And one thing I did was, because I knew that I wanted to make sure my product sells, I did not go again and start asking Madame Gringo, okay, how far have they finished selling my product? I didn't go to disturb her. She is the boss. I went ahead to take the number of her staff who was in charge of my bread. And I'll call the girl, how far? Have you guys finished selling? And she'll tell me, no, it's remaining 2, it's remaining 3. Any amount she tells me, I'll go on Instagram. Come and buy bread, oh, come and buy bread, oh, go to a greenhouse. And I was doing anything possible to make sure that bread sells off. That was my strategy. I will scream it, I will shout it, I will talk about it. And guess what? As at 2016, that strategy worked well. And that was how my brand started growing. And from then, I looked for other brands like Sweet Kiwi, entered into So Fresh. In So Fresh, there was a time we were even doing 100 breads per day. So that was when I knew that I need to either focus on my 9 to 5 or focus on, what's the name? My focus on my bread. Now my side hustle was now making me a lot of money. When after 1 year I checked my books, I realized that the money I made in 6 months, it did better than what I was paid as a salary worker. That is that 5 million, for instance. I was paid in 6 months. I made more money in 6 months in my side hustle than I made money in my 9 to 5. And I knew that I had something. And that was just where I started. From there onwards, I started moving. Okay, what do? I said, okay, high time I take on entrepreneurship. Entered it into entrepreneurship full front. And that was when everything started. I started Naijabrandchick because of that. I started Naijabrandchick because I started noticing there's a lot of frustrations that happens as an entrepreneur. And I didn't want to show my face at the time. But then something else happened. I'm going to gist you why marketing yourself shamelessly really does work. Something I just said to myself, okay, I didn't want to show myself because I felt like people already knew me so much at Nelly's Nigeria. There was no need for me to start showing myself again. But I was, telling stories, talking about business, talking about stuff. And after a while, I said, something happened and I needed to, something happened at Nelly's Nigeria. I had issues with NAFDAC. NAFDAC came to my store. Many of you know my story. NAFDAC came to my store and shut me down. And that was the time I moved into a new space. By moving into that new space, it requires that I would spend a lot more money. And because I needed to spend a lot more money, it was a very big mess that I have to have this whole NAFDAC issue. I was locked up, brought out. When I was brought out, was told that I needed to, my shop was locked down for like 10 days. And even at that time, my store was locked out. I had some people I was owing. So I asked myself, what do I do? How do I get myself out of this whole mess? I can't go to the banks and ask for a loan at that time, because if you ask a bank for a loan, they're going to take an arm and a leg. And this was happening in 2017. So what did I do? I said to myself, okay, I know social media very well. I know how to use it. I have sold a lot on this social media. So that's it, from my Nelly's Nigeria. And I can write a book on how you can sell using Instagram, because that was my base. I just wrote it out that I'm selling a book. And I've not written that book. At the time I mentioned it, I had not written that book. I said I was going to write a book. No, I was writing a book that will teach you on how to use social media and so. Just as I explained it. And guess what? The book was supposed to be 10,000 naira, but if you pre-order, you will get it at 8,000 naira. in 48 hours. In 48 hours, the book started selling a lot more than I could think of. I'm like, what? Is this how social media is? So if this is how social media is, then I need to market more. And I started thinking, okay, what are the things that people want to do? I was coming live every day. I'll come live. I'll teach you this. I'll teach you that. Anybody that knew me 2016, 2017 can testify to this. Every day I'm live. I'll come out live. I will teach you from morning to night. I will talk. After I finish talking live, I will explain this. I will teach you that. I'll teach you that. When I finish teaching, I will keep the replay, sell the replay. I was marketing. I was pushing myself. I will go to people's spaces. I will ask them, can I work with you, collaborate with you? Can I be, I was very strategic about making sure that my voice will be heard. And I believe so much that the more I go into other people's spaces, the more I'm into other places, the more people get to know me, the more I become top of mind, which is exactly what shamelessly marketing your product does. I was focused on creating top of mind. I was focused on creating visibility for my brand. I was focused on making sure that I gain loyal people who will one day continuously be with me. That is why if you see how people are still following me, it's because I always make sure I bring in value and I make sure I market shamelessly. And when I'm doing these things, okay, I ask myself, what exactly, when I'm doing this, my shameless marketing, I ask myself, what exactly does the people who want to hear from me want to hear, and what exactly? So I start to put myself in their own shoes. I start to understand exactly how they want their own stuff to be done. So someone who is trying to grow their business online is not necessarily looking for how to be an advanced person. The person needs simple things like, tell me how to press this button and come live. Tell me how to just be online. What next do I do? And how do I get more people to see my product and services? How do I get people to see me? So shameless marketing is all about pushing yourself beyond your limits, beyond your family and friends. Some of us think that it is only when we only sell to our family and friends, that is it. I'm too shy. I used to be very shy. I still say I'm shy sometimes, but some people don't believe me. But I used to be very, very, very shy. And I said to myself, Nelly, this is just a phone. You're just holding a phone and you're talking to the phone. Nobody is going to query you for just looking through the phone and talking to the phone. Nobody is seeing you. So do whatever you want to do. And let me tell you something I do. Anytime I pick up my phone and make a video that I want to post out to social media, if I don't laugh at myself in a like, hey, Nelly, this girl wants to disgrace me. If I don't laugh at myself that way, I will not post that video. If I cannot laugh at myself about the video I'm about to post, I know that somebody else will not laugh. Then again, you have to understand something. This business is for your customers and not necessarily for you. So when you're marketing, you have to do what it takes to get into their eyeballs, to get into the spaces where they are. Some of you are trying to do prim and proper, which is fine. I don't care how you want to do your shameless marketing. If you want to be prim and proper, be prim and proper. But just make sure that you're making the money roll in. However you do it, just make sure you're consistently speaking what you do. Come out in different angles whenever you're doing shameless marketing. So for instance, I recently sold a book, an e-course, I put it as a course now, on Selar, how to edit your photos and videos, right? And I did that because currently it has over 7,300 people that have bought that particular course at 3,225 Naira. Somebody do the math. I think the last time I checked, it was actually 7,400. I'm not even sure, but let me just leave it at 700, 7,003, no problem. Someone do the math. 7,300 times 3,225. What did I do differently? I took that particular course. I started breaking it down. I'll break it down so that I will use every single thing as a topic, as content creation. Every single thing is content creation. So what do I mean by break it down? This is the phone. Let's say this phone is the course that I created. Okay, let's say this phone is the course that I created. So today I will take this particular camera. I will talk about this particular side of the camera and tell you what you will learn, how you mark, how you will get it. Tomorrow I'll focus on this one. I will teach you how you get this one, how everything will work, how everything will do. Tomorrow I say, do you know that you will even get a pouch? I'll talk about the pouch. I'll move about the pouch. Next thing I say, look at how the screensaver is. I'll talk. That is exactly how I do my marketing. I take each piece one after the one or the other in what you're selling and break it down so well. Break it down so well that people will feel connected and say, oh, this is what I need. Because sometimes when we're marketing, okay, we tend to forget that people learn from different points and that people need to have 7 touch points in your marketing before they can even say, let me think about buying this person's product. Let me think about using this person's service. Do you understand? So what are your touch points? You think it's just when you make one post, you sit down and say, they're not buying from me. Sister, go and check my posts. Go and check my page. Okay? You will have to make at least, if you're trying to market shamelessly, at least 19 posts. You don't know some posts that actually will go viral. Go and check my page. When I told it I sold the 7,300 and so 7,000 something, right? It is some days 19 posts I make. I will talk about it. Anything is content for me. If I was making a post, if I'm doing something right now that I look for something that is trending, I will go to Twitter. I'll look at what's trending on Twitter. Oh, they are talking about the Tinder swindler. Okay, how can I use the Tinder swindler to make a post? How can I use it, right? So what is in your own sector, in your own niche that you can use? How can you also, even if you're going to use all this trending stuff, how can you bring it back to what you do, how you sell what you sell? Don't do it in the normal niche everybody's doing. Maybe they're using Tinder swindler. They'll not be saying, I will give you 5 million. I will give, Don't do that. Look for a unique way to pass that message about what you do using the trends. And that is something I do very well. And I want you to start learning how to do it. All you need to do is sometimes go to the Google Trends, check out what is trending in my market, in my niche. What are the things that people are doing right now? How can I create content around that? What is trending in Nigeria? What is trending in around the world? Well, how can I talk about it? How can I use it as a case study, talk about things? And I want to say something to you, okay? Whenever you're marketing shamelessly, stop being that person who is going to be doing the normal contents. So because that's what people do these days. They'll just write how to buy this, how to get that, how to do. Well, that is awesome, right? Everybody is doing it and you want to stand out, okay? So if I was to come online or to talk about a particular, maybe I want to get people to buy how to use a Samsung phone. If I want to come out and create a course on how to use a Samsung phone, while everybody may be using that as their topic, I wouldn't, right? I will say something like how Abike started using Samsung phone to generate over 5 million. I will talk about something that made Abike's Samsung phone to become better than others. That will make you to say, I want to be like Abike. I want to do what are you doing? What is Abike doing differently? So that's how you grab attention. You use case study value, not only just creating content. Don't do what others are doing. Now, I also want to talk about what's, trying to shamelessly sell yourself, as well as also, building a brand for yourself online is not. Some of you think that when you're shamelessly selling yourself, all you need to do is go to other people's comments and become a nuisance. Tag people unnecessarily. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's a thin line between becoming a nuisance and becoming a personable brand. Don't be that nuisance. Don't be that person who would like to, you drop a comment to say, oh, thank you. Oh, fine. This is nice. However, we are selling this, and don't be that person. Do not be that person, because the plan is not for today to make sales. The plan is for even when after making sales, people stay back on your page. People stay and you build a community. Let me say something again. See, when it comes to shameless marketing, okay, you shouldn't just also only, I'm talking about shameless marketing because shameless marketing is something like shameless selling, right? So when you're doing all this whole thing, right, you need to make sure that you understand your core. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you focused on selling what you're selling? When I started, I personally said I wanted to sell on that, seller course. I personally said I wanted to sell 2,000, just 2,000 to 2,000 people, and I will be fine, right? And I got to 2,000 quickly, and I changed my strategy and I increased it. So because I knew I was going to do 2,000, I had to ask myself, how many contents do I need to do in a day? If you are going to be running ads, it's a different case, right? If you're going to be running ads, it's a different case altogether. You are going to start asking yourself, how many people do you need to acquire? How much money do you need to acquire one customer? So that's a different mathematics altogether. But I'm talking about this because I did that particular course through organic selling, right? So you sit down and you tell yourself, how many people do you want to sell to? When you find out that number, you ask yourself, how many do you need to sell in a day? And if you need to sell like 5 in a day and you have not hit that your target, you need to shamelessly market, because you have a why that brought you on social media. Some of the time we come on social media, we are very distracted. We have not done our homework, but we used to push our niece, uncle, our nephew, our children to go and do their homework, but we don't do our homework. What do? We go to all the gossip blogs. We are first to comment there, but we forget to do our homework. Before you go to any of those gossip blogs, make sure you focus on doing your homework. I am to sell 5 today, and I must see those 5 payments inside my seller accounts before the end of today. So when you have seen your 5 payments, then you can sit down and go to all the gossip blogs and enjoy yourself. But if you have a target and you set targets per day, you will see how your business will grow. So my own was that I had only 10 days to sell, and I said I wanted to do 100 a day. If I'm going to do 100 a day, that means I need to push harder than expected. So what did I do? I will talk about the product. I will look for something. I will say anything is content. Anything I see is content. Anything. I can even, as I am like this, I say, see my face. Okay, let me now show you how to change your face to this. Anything is content. Sometimes when you don't really have a lot of content, you can also do some things that, to help you to get to shamelessly market. You can also go on TikTok, type in the thing that you do. Let's say it's Instagram tips I want to start teaching to shamelessly market myself, because I have a class or a course or a webinar or whatever the case may be I'm selling, and I want people to come on board. I go there, look at what others are doing, write down some things that I can use, and also try to tweak it and create my own content. You have to be out there. Anybody who tells you that, gone are those days when you don't need to be out there for you to make money, the person is actually lying to you, because it's even worse now. It's even worse because you need to be in people's faces. So let me tell you other things that you need to do. You need to know why you need to consistently, shamelessly sell yourself. 1, you do these things because you want to simply put yourself on the top of mind of people, right? Number 2, you want to shamelessly sell yourself because you want to create more visibility, more awareness for your brand. Number 3, you also doing this thing to create what we call FOMO. I know you guys already know what FOMO is, which is fear of missing out, because everybody why is all this noise? I've been marketing NBC Trade Fair registration, and I know I created FOMO. I have been talking, shouting, connecting, everything, because I want more people to register. And we're like, I don't want to miss out though. And I'm showing receipts of what happened in the past, how people made so much money. People are like, I cannot miss out. And they come on board. Then while you're trying to create that FOMO, the next thing you're going to start doing is to ignite curiosity. Because as more people are coming onto your page, people are like, who is this person? How does this fair work? Is it really true? Are these people selling this amount of money? They want to know. Some people they will actually just pay for your product or services just because they want to just be sure that what you said you are is exactly what you are. That is all. That's the reason why they're paying, because they want to confirm that whatever you said you are is exactly what you are. And that's it. So when they come in and they see that you are really what you say you are, They become what? They become your loyalists. And when they become your loyalists, they are not going anywhere, sister. You will sell another one to them. You will sell another one to them. You sell another one. Guess what? You have acquired them. They will acquire more people, and they will continue to acquire more and more people. So that is how you consistently market yourself shamelessly. So I also want you to remember, you should not go and spam people's pages. Don't be a nuisance to society. Don't be that kind of person who is going to be trying their best possible to, be a wannabe. Don't be that person. Don't be a wannabe. You can be playful. You can be every other thing, but don't try to force yourself, okay? When you're marketing shamelessly, remember to stay where you are celebrated and not where you're tolerated. Because people go to spaces where they are tolerated because, for instance, me going to sell about how to start up on Instagram to someone who has 50,000 followers. What? I already have 50,000 followers. Why are you telling me about how to start up on Instagram? I don't need it. If I'm to market how to start up and sell on Instagram, I will go to people who have 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers who want to grow, or even people who have less than 1,000 followers. So that is how you know. Make sure you focus on your market. Don't go and start going to places where you're not needed. And the more you go to where you're not needed, which is the places where you will be tolerated, you will not sell as much as you want. So no matter how you shout, make noise online, do everything, you will not, nothing will come out of it. Your shameless marketing will be very shameful, okay? I also want you to also have a way of reconnecting with the people who you market to. So if you're shamelessly marketing yourself or shamelessly selling to people, make sure you always keep in touch with these people. Do you understand? Make sure you always keep in touch with these people. It could be through your WhatsApp, it could be through your email list, it could be through something that you connect with them. Follow up, ask for testimonials, use those testimonials to market shamelessly to others. So let me give you an example. Recently, I've been marketing again for my NBC trade fair, and I had someone who in the past was saying that, I was at the back. I did not get more visibility. And after the fair, she came back and said, I sold so much at the back. So that is also a way of using to start market and say, if you're going to stay at the back, or don't feel sad that you're staying at the back. People would buy from you, whether you're on the front or the back. So all you do is that every single content you get, look for how you can channel it back into selling yourself online. But whatever you're doing, make sure that you're still on course. Make sure that you're not carried away. Make sure that you're not refocusing yourself on something else. Just focus. And at the end of the day, you'll start to see the money falling around down. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can I take in some questions, Selar?
Yes, you can. Your session was amazing. Oh my God. Like, whatever they say about Naijabrandchick and she being one of the best in the industry, it is true. It is true because like your session was back to back knowledge. Thank you so much for delivering value here. So we have some couple of questions. One is from Jubril Oguntade. Jubril is asking, hi, when you're building a brand aggressively, it takes right on trend because it facilitates growth organically. How do you then stay consistent when you're having a bad day or even a burnout?
Okay. Thank you. I love this question. Jibril, I'm actually having a bad day today. I love this question. I'm being open to you. I'm actually having a bad day today. Guess what? I was supposed to be by 6 p.m. today. I moved it to 8 p.m. See, I don't have a nanny. At this moment, as I sit down here talking to you, I don't have a nanny. I bribed my children to please stay upstairs and don't make noise. That please, I need to deliver. I have to remember that I have to do what I'm supposed to do. I wrote a story of mine recently on my page on social media. I have a child who is mildly autistic. I have a child. I have to deal with going to his therapy back then 3 times in a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I go every day to Abeokuta. in another state in Nigeria. I do that every time, but I don't look like my problems because I have to remember that in as much as all this would happen, I cannot lose myself. So ask yourself, what is more important to you? So even if you're having a bad day, you have to dust it off. Things will happen. Things will definitely happen. Doesn't mean you will not move on in this life. You will definitely move on. So if I need to come out here and make up, put up a fine face, and just do what I'm supposed to do, I do it. Get the job done and move on. That's how it's supposed to be. So what another thing I do is that because I know that I'm really good at marketing, I come online, make all the noise. Immediately I come out of my marketing. What I do is I call my staff. I say, please reply all the comments. So I'm not the one replying the comments. I'm not the one in the DM, but I know how to push the market. I say, start replying people. Do you understand me? You can't kill yourself. You have to still deliver value. Or you tell people, please, I will talk to you later. Just drop your message in the DM, I'll reply so and so time. You can't. But if you need to deliver, you deliver. That is all that matters. That is all. Do you think I have a good day every day? No, I don't. Far from it. Far from it. No nanny, 3 children. I ran to Abara today to go and to go and pick up my son from secondary school, testing, whatever. I didn't go to where they brought him back. He went to Abara, So just to go and bring him back, all these things, and I'm here. I just want you to know that life is not supposed to be easy. That's just it. Go ahead, Selar. Are you here? Milton, are you here? Let me see if there's any other question. So there's a question here that says, what was your undergraduate course that you studied? Do you think it actually shaped your knowledge of marketing? So that is from Kifaya. I hope I pronounced your name. Please ask me all the questions you guys want to ask me. I'm ready to answer. Yes, so I read psychology. I read psychology, and I think that understanding people actually helped me to become a better person. I read psychology, and it actually helped me to know how to know how to sell to people. I also learned how to use what I call the gift of gab. I have it. I know how to use it well, and that psychology, doing psychology and focusing on industrial psychology, understanding when people are stressed and all that stuff, helped me so well. Did it really affect? I don't know. I just maybe understanding more people. Yes. So yeah, that's just it. Any other questions?
Amazing. Yes.
Okay.
So sorry I went off for a bit. We have just one more question before we call it a night. So we have a question from Kifaya. Kifaya is asking, how does one stay motivated even if one doesn't make enough sales after shamelessly marketing?
Okay, so if you don't make enough sales when you are shamelessly marketing, it means that your marketing is not well done. So what people do, and one mistake people do when they're marketing, is that they start to market before they plan. So Kifaya, I want you to sit down today and plan. Remember, in everything I've spoken today, I have talked about how I did a getaway plan before I left work. There's always a plan. I do a lot of plans. So what do you want to sell, for instance? Let's say you want to sell 50 iPhones before the end of the month. Just as an instance, you want to sell 50 iPhones before the end of the month, and one iPhone is 10,000 naira, which means that 50 will be like, I think, 500,000. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm not really good with maths. So you will ask yourself, okay, if you want to sell 500,000 in a month, how many days of the month are there? Minus Saturday and Sunday. Let's just remove that. Let's say we do 5 days. So we break down that 5 days. Sorry, I have to be doing the math so that it is easier for me. So let's just say 10,000 times 50, that is 500,000. And then we have 5 days. So that is 500,000 divided by 50. Anyways, I don't really know how to do maths. But the plan is that you ask yourself, how many do you need to sell in one day? How many phones do you need to sell in one day? So if it comes to, say, you need to sell like so if you need to sell like say 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So if you're going to sell 2, 3, 4 or 5, you will now ask yourself, who do you want to target to sell to that 2, 3, 4 or 5? You say, today I'm going to target those who are mothers, or those who are trying to get something for Valentine's Day. So you start thinking that way. So you now make a content or a post where you will say, I know you're trying to do Valentine's Day. Oh, make sure that you buy phone for this person. Oh, now we are giving it to you. Oh, right now. Oh, see, phone that used to be this thing amount of money, now it is this one. Oh, come and buy. So you are focused on someone who wants to do Valentine. Then you come back again, you focus on someone who wants to do push gifts. I say your wife is about to give birth, so she has been begging you to come and to buy phone for her. You don't want to buy phone for her. Today is your last chance, so come and buy phone. So you start to write down the kind of content you want to put out, right? You don't just go ahead and just start marketing. You have to plan. So I'm going to focus on those who want to give something to their vow. I want to do something for those who want to do for push gifts. I want to give something for someone who wants to do a birthday. I want someone who wants to do an award ceremony. Just so you think about different ways or different people that may want to give out a gift of that magnitude to their to someone else, and then you start targeting it. And as you're targeting it, what you start to do is to see that people will connect. They're like, hey, and it's true. I wanted to market, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. And another thing else I want you to do is that when you're doing this marketing, and because sometimes many people may still not know you, I want you to start creating relationships. I forgot to mention this earlier, so sorry about that. I want you to start creating relationship with people. Start working with people, having collaborations. When somebody say, join my something, if it's something you can afford, come on board. You're not just joining because you want to learn what they're saying. You're also joining because you want to create relationship with others. Be that person that speaks in the group. You're not speaking in the group because you want to market yourself. You're speaking in the group because you want to be that person who people will remember in the group. So they will know you as that person that talks, that person that is always there. And people can always come by the side and talk to you because they know you. Do you understand? So you're not trying to be a nuisance. You're trying to be that person that helps others and push others up. So when you join into people's communities, join people's groups, then if you go to them and say, please, I want to look for someone who I can work with to collaborate with the person and go live on their pages. Or you look out for someone, say, okay, no problem. Why don't you go live with me? Let me come and do this with you. And then you go live on other people's pages. Then you're creating trust. Because sometimes the reason why you may not be selling the way you want to be selling is because no matter how you do all these things, people don't trust your brand. And when people don't trust your brand, it becomes hard. So you can talk from morning to afternoon to night, nothing will happen. So you need to create relationships. Ordinary because of somebody who others trust mentioned you. That's all. Imagine if you joined Selar, and then you created a particular course or something, and you put it out there. You enter into Selar's DM and say, hi, Selar, please, I'm really trying to hit up this my course. Can you people just help me to make a talk about me on the page? And they have already seen that you have paid for their pro account. They can see that you are really serious about your business. Maybe you're not selling as much as you want, and they put off a post for you on their page. That's a lot. Just on their Instagram page, Selar talks about you and what you do. That's a lot. When you're running your advert, what will you do? You start saying, hi, my name is Naijabrandchick. Popularly knows, finish talking about yourself. I was recently featured on Selar. It's something, Don't wait until CNN calls you. Please, let's start with the seller. I was recently, featured on CNN on Selar. You now put up your seller. People are, who is seller? Who is seller? Don't go and look for it. Do you understand? It's still marketing yourself shamelessly. And before you know it, more people will like, okay, wow, this person, if seller is talking about this person, that means we need to trust her, or and then they'll go and buy. Sometimes you just need to you need to attach yourself on another person's back and move to the next level. So whenever you feel that way, note that you need collaborations, and it doesn't need to be too expensive. Just be in people's faces, be in people's groups, be in people's communities. Join, start small, anyone you can. Today you say, oh, my target is to join a community where women are paying 3K. No problem, you join that one. When you see that you have grown past 3K people, you say, I want to join the one that they are doing 10K. You join so that you're getting higher customers. You now say, okay, I started this bundle. How can I get people that will buy from me 50K? Okay, if I join this community, okay, are these people that they paid 50K to join this class? Okay, that means that I need to be in this community. You join. As you're growing, you're also training yourself, learning something, and then you're growing. Then give people testimonials. If all this, imagine if I did something, you're in my community and you learned something, genuinely you learned something, you have done well, you have done absolutely well with one of my courses or something, and you took out time, write out a testimonial, write it from beginning to end. I will post it and put your name now. And guess what? When someone sees your name, they're like, that's another trust score. My trust score plus your own trust score put together. Why would someone not want to buy from you? Tell me why. So you have to be able to join, think about, how do I join places where I have what I call transformational relationships. Transformational relationships. We already know that sales cannot happen overnight, but you want to be in places that will help you to jumpstart it. So start looking for those communities, okay? Sorry, is there any other question? Okay.
Wow. This has been amazing. So we have a whole lot of people giving positive feedbacks, right? Like Kifaya is saying, fantastic. Ellen Light is giving us the fire emoji. Wow. Thank you so much.
Someone has a question here. Someone has a question. One Oluwakemi.
Okay. Let's see it. Okay. Oh, yeah, seen it. Oluwakemi is saying, I'm into production of cleaning products, but I am passionate about women empowerment. Do I need to build 2 different personal brands?
Yes, ma. I am into I'm into healthy food, but I also have passionate for helping business owners, and I built 2 different brands. But let me tell you here, and I want you to be okay with it. The moment you start up your women empowerment and it starts to grow, note that your cleaning products business may go down, because what you feed will grow. What you feed will grow, and you have to be okay with it. If today I say, I don't want to do Naijabrandchick again, I want to focus mainly on Nelly's and start marketing it like I used to market it in that past, Naijabrandchick no go see my face. No, Naijabrandchick will never grow. I just want you to be okay with it, because it's just like we say, oh, I love all my children equally. You yourself, you know that deep down inside your mind, you don't love all your children equally. Some are greater than others. It's just that you don't say it out. You don't open out your mouth and say it, but you know that deep down that you give one attention more than the other. That's okay, right? So I want you to be okay with that what you feed will grow. You will not have the energy. You will not have the energy to be feeding 2 on the same optimal level. You will not have the energy. So get used to it. Don't feel bad about it. The day you're ready to do cleaning products this week, you say cleaning products, you do cleaning. Customer will fall. The day you're ready to do women empowerment, women, just especially if you're using social media, just note that you cannot have the same energy. You can't put the same energy in the 2 brands, except you are not the one handling both of them at the same time. Maybe you outsource one, Even if you outsource one, trust me, what you feed will grow, because at the end of the day, it's all about the energy you bring on board, right? That's just it. It's all about the energy. Thank you so
It's
much.
all about it's all about the
Someone is asking me
energy.
if
It's
I
all
have a,
about the energy. Thank you.
yeah, someone has
Okay.
asking me if I have a platform.
Do
I
you
have
have
a
any
platform.
platform?
Yes, I do. I actually have a platform called Dominate Sales and Instagram, but I don't open it up all the time. So I'm about to create a wait list for it. And I don't do it because I just want you to sell. I do it now because I want to have a relationship with you. I want afterwards, if I see something that will help you, I say, hey, Kemi, go and apply for this thing. Or you cannot apply. Come, open your computer. Let's do it fast, 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 fast. Then you apply and you win. Say, hey, Nelly, I won. Oh. So I'm looking for people who are ready to say, I will take a deep breath and I'm ready to grow slowly. That I'm ready to take it. I want to normalize consistency over boom, 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 magic. Every day, one day I've sold 50 million. No, you don't want something that you just sell and tomorrow you don't make money, next tomorrow you make money. You don't want that kind. You want something that will give you sweet, consistent money, and it's by having relationship with people. So yes, I'll talk about yes, Utime, thank you so much for talking for that. All right, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Wilson.
All right then. So guys, please, if you have any other question, right, you can always DM Naijabrandchick, and I'm sure herself or her team will attend to you. Please follow her on Instagram at Naijabrandchick. She is an amazing creator. She's one of the top selling merchants at Selar right now. Okay, let me just put it out there. She's one of like the top selling merchants at Selar.
Thank
Guys,
you.
we've been having back-to-back sessions here, and I mean, I've enjoyed myself. So, guys, you know the drill. Nelly, there is something we usually do at the end of every session. Okay, so
Okay.
we usually post for a picture, and our viewers just take a screenshot and just give us a shout out on social media.
Wait,
So
let
they
me
will
do it
tag you as
well.
Naijabrandchick.
Please hold on. I love a picture anytime.
All right, then. Are you ready?
I've been posting since, so
Ah, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so in the count of three, we pose. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
wait, do
Awesome.
it again.
Awesome.
Do it again.
Awesome.
No, that one did not come out well. Please do it again.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Amazing. So guys, please take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this and post it on your Instagram story, post it on Twitter, tag at Selar, tag at Naijabrandchick, and also tag at Milton Tutu, of course, too, because I'm a fine boy. So tag all of us, right? And we are going to engage and repost. Thank you so much, Naijabrandchick. Before you leave, what's that last word you have for creators? Yeah, like that last word you have for creators. I want to like shamelessly market themselves.
Creators, normalize consistency. Normalize consistency. Some of us, there was a time when, it's okay for you to just start off small and just scale. These days when you hear somebody has made $1 million, you feel like you need, why? What's happening to you? You're not selling. No, go back to what makes you good. Focus on authenticity, like you're being authentic about yourself, and just be consistent. See, the reason why I'm still here till today online and still remaining Lolo one of Instagram is because I have remained consistent over the years. Just be yourself and be consistent. Just normalize it. And when you're consistent, if you say that you want to be posting once a day, please post once a day. Let me tell you a true story. I started my YouTube channel. Go and look for me at Naijabrandchick. I started my YouTube channel in December. And my own game was just to post once a week. Once. I can't do more than that. As of today, I am shy 600 people to 10,000 followers. Shy 600. All because I have been consistent, and everybody knows every Sunday I bring out a video. Every Sunday I bring out a video. That is what they know. Be consistent. Just be consistent. You will see that the reason that you will do better than someone who has the best products. Consistency will take you further than any other brand can ever, any other thing can ever take you. So please normalize consistency. Normalize it. Yes, thank you so much, Ella. For my YouTube channel.
Normalize consistency, guys. Normalize consistency. Thank you so much, Nelly. Thank you so much for delivering. Thank you for always being here for Selar whenever we call. Thanks a lot. I appreciate. God bless you, and thank you so much for all you do. Thank you. Bye. So, yeah. All right then. Bye.
Bye.
Woo! Guys, we did a thing. Yes, I'm saying this. We did a thing. Wow. Back to back, guys. Man, we did a thing here. Thank you so much for everyone that viewed this summit. Thank you so much. I am so grateful, right? I'm grateful for everyone that viewed from like day one, from the day that we started up until today. I'm grateful for everyone. Thank you so much. Right from like the first session that we had, the first session that we had Douglas Candy down to like the session with Trisha Bees, down to the panel session in the afternoon, the evening session, today's sessions, everything. You guys just showed up for us. You guys showed up for us excellently. Thank you so much. I want to also thank like everybody that joined in organizing this summit. Godwin, I see you. You did an amazing job. Godwin is the social media lead at Selar. Godwin, you did an amazing job organizing the comms, social media, everything. I know that it was a lot on you, but you did an amazing job. UK's digital marketing lead at Selar for like putting out the ads and promotions and everything. Well done, UK. Thank you so much. Zoe, our product marketing associate. I know that working at Selar is a whole lot of pressure, but thanks a lot for like doing an amazing job. Thank you, Samiet, for like churning out a whole lot of content for us. Samiet is our content marketing lead at Selar. Thank you so much, Samiet, for like churning out a whole lot of content for us. Thank you, Douglas Kendison, who is like the founder and CEO of Selar. And I mean, without him, none of this would have happened, right? So thank you so much, Douglas, for like making most of these things happen. Thank you, Olamide. Olamide designed all the amazing graphics all the amazing graphics and everything that you're seeing right now. Olamide designed everything. Thank you, Jedediah, for creating some of like the marketing and promotional materials. Thank you, John, for creating the introduction videos. Thank you so much. This is like after scene. When you see the movie when they're like saying thank you and stuff like that. Yes, this is it. So thank you, Jedediah. Thank you, John, for like creating amazing videos. Thank you, Gloria, for hosting the panel session. Gloria sent us a DM and like, hey, I want to host a panel session. And we're like, yeah, do you know what? Do it. And she did it excellently well. Thanks to all the volunteers. Thank you, God's Will. Thank you, everybody, all the volunteers everybody that I'm talking about this. Thank you. And of course, thank you, Milton Tutu, for like making this thing work, because I'm the brother marketing manager at Selar. And also thank you, Chris. Chris is the guy at the back end actually handling like every single thing about the virtual experience, right? So as you're seeing all of this thing work like this, Chris is actually like the guy handling every single thing back end. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you to our speakers from Peace Itimi to Ibironke to Bitcoin Chick to Naijabrandchick to Nelly to Anchor Nakpal of Teachable to Douglas to Jimmy Tewe to Temi Popular to Selem King. Which other person? Who am I missing? To Joybet all the way from Cameroon to David Nandwa all the way from Kenya, Nairobi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All our speakers too. I mean, there's so much. I can't even cover everybody, but thank you so much, guys. To Eva, how can I forget Eva? Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Eva, for turning up for us. Thanks a lot. We really do appreciate. Thank you so much, everyone. Social media Oga, Bolaji, social media Oga. Thank you so much, Bolaji, for showing up. Thank you so much, Bolaji, for showing up. And to everybody that viewed from like everywhere in the world, from Ghana to Kenya to Cameroon to USA to UK to Nigeria to Benin Republic to Paris, for anywhere that you viewed this summit right now. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Innocent. Wanchuku Priest, Ina Emeka, Ella Light. Thank you so much, guys. And guys, please go down to Selar, selar.co/pricing, and get a free account on Selar. But guys, guess what? We are giving you, a 10% discount on Selar Pro plans. And with Selar Pro plans, you can literally do more with Selar. So guys, use the coupon code SUMMIT10 and jump on a Selar Pro plan, and you're going to get like a 10% discount on your first month. So just go to like selar.co/pricing, right? Selar.co/pricing, right? And use the coupon code SUMMIT10 to get a 10% discount on your first month. And with that, you can do more with Selar. With Selar, you can host ebooks, digital products, online courses, masterminds, subscription products, build sales pages, have an affiliate marketing feature, sell to anyone, anywhere in the world. See, Selar is that platform that you need if you want to like make your digital product sales successful. Selar is the home of digital products. So guys, thank you so much. And of course, follow Selar on all social. So yeah, this is it on the same screen. Selar.co/pricing. Go there and jump on a Selar Pro plan. And of course, follow Selar on all social media handles. On Instagram at TrySelar, on Twitter at TrySelar, on Facebook Selar also. Just follow Selar everywhere, and you have to follow this beautiful young man too. So and also at Milton Tutu on all social media platforms, even on Google at Milton Tutu everywhere. Thanks to everyone that hosted to UK. Thank you, Gloria. Thanks to everyone. If I haven't mentioned your name, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for like turning up for us. God bless you. And we are going to put a close to this summit right now. We'll be having another summit again, this time next year, right? Selar Digital Creator Summit 2.0 is going to come back bigger and better. Trust me, it's going to come back bigger and better, right? And also, there's something I'm actually forgetting to say right now. Oh my God, I just forgot. Yeah, I had something to say. But guys, thanks a lot. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in, viewing this right now. I will keep on saying thank you to you guys so that we are actually grateful that you're doing this with Selar. Selar is the home of digital products. Your faith are actually selling their digital products on Selar, and guys, you too should sell your digital products on Selar. Guys, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. Okay, I'm so grateful. So guys, we'll see you this time next year, and we actually have a whole lot of things on the pipeline at Selar coming. For instance, we have an ebook that is more like a collection of collection of thoughts from like different creators. For instance, Nelly's an author in the ebook. Salem King is an author in the ebook. Bolaji Billions is an author in the ebook. Ali Roth is an author in the ebook. Elena Alpha is an author in the ebook. Also, a whole lot of people, up to like 10 different authors in the ebook, right? And they're all talking about digital products and how you can actually make more money selling digital products. Daminola, the social media guru, is also like the Facebook ads guru, is also like an author in the ebook, right? They are basically talking about how to like make more money selling digital products. And that project is going to come out maybe sometime around March, April. We are going to put it out there, and it's going to be like free for everyone. I can see people shooting their shots in the comment box when I'm here giving my thank you speech. I will block you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so just stay tuned with Selar. We have a whole lot of things coming up, like our affiliate marketing plan, our affiliate network, and also the marketplace. A whole lot of things. So just follow Selar on social media and get in touch with us so that you'll be in the known of everything that we're doing. And don't forget to follow Milton Tutu on social media at Milton Tutu. I really don't want to end this live stream right now because I feel so emotional, but I have to go. Thank you guys so much. We'll be putting out a survey form on the Telegram channel, right? We'll be putting out a survey form on the Telegram channel just like for you guys, like for us to get a feedback from you people to like see how much we did, how we can do better in the next edition. You understand? We are going to be putting that out soon on the Telegram channel. So please just stay in the know. Thanks a lot, guys. I have to go now. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Peace.
Hey there! Do you have courses, ebooks, or any digital products you would like to sell to a global audience? Do you know the platform you use is very important to how much sales you make for your digital products? Selar makes selling digital products easy, and we have all the tools you need. Trusted by over 10,000 creators in Africa. On Selar, you can sell ebooks, courses, memberships and subscriptions, services, events and webinar tickets, and really any kind of digital product you can think of. In less than 5 minutes, you can create an online store on Selar and sell your digital products to anyone, anywhere in the world. Go to selar.co, sign up for free, and get started.
Hi guys, my name is Ibironke Emiloju and I am a digital creator. One of the things I love about Selar is the ease and simplicity it provides for me to be able to transact with clients and students from all over the world. Selar has so many amazing features that I really love, so it would be hard to pick a favorite feature. But if I'm to really pick my favorite feature on Selar, as the queen of automation and someone who likes to link a bunch of products together because I don't want to leave any money on the table, I would say my favorite feature on Selar right now is upsells and cross-sells. I love this feature so much because it allows you to sell related products or even sell the premium offer after someone buys. I love Selar so much, so you should definitely try it.
Hey there, are you a digital product creator and you need a platform that will change the way you sell digital products? I introduce to you Selar Pro Plans. It's time for you to do more with Selar. With Selar Pro Plans, you can sell and host your online courses and have unlimited file storage. Hey there, are you a digital product creator and you need a platform that will change the way you sell digital products? I introduce to you Selar Pro Plans. It's time for you to do more with Selar. With Selar Pro Plans, you can sell and host your online courses and have unlimited file storage. And guess what? You can upsell and cross-sell products and get to make more money selling digital products. This is so good! What's more, you can build membership sites with Selar Pro Plans, get unlimited sales pages, sell to anyone, anywhere in the world, and do you know what? You can even have unlimited affiliates to sell your digital products. For just 8,000 Naira per month, you can get started with Selar Pro Plans, and guess what? If you sign up today, you get a 10% discount on your first month using the coupon code SUMMIT10. Yes, just use the coupon code SUMMIT10 to get started and get a 10% discount on your first month. Just go to www.selar.co/pricing to get started now.